Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Was Betrayed and Became Supreme King of Saiyans movie. Before we start, please go support Cesar Mendoza 290316 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistake in character's gender, but of course Deku is a male. Izuku, the new Supreme King of the Saiyans. Clarifications. Izuku will be betrayed and will be a descendant of the Saiyans. Izuku will be a Saiyan. Izuku will not return to the UA. Inko will not die but will be a Saiyan too and will be thin. It will be a crossover between My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball Z. The ship will be Izuku x Midnight x Ryukyu x Mirko x Empty Lady. The Dragon Ball characters will come out. Uraraka will be the Super Boar. Without anything else to clarify, let's begin. Chapter 1 Betrayal. Narrator. It was a normal day at the UA Academy where Izuku Midoriya, ninth bearer of One for All and future symbol of peace, studied. With his powers, he was a prodigy to be the number hero for the whole world. With his charisma, great heroism and bravery, everyone considered him a great hero, and he was Uraraka's boyfriend. After the rescue of Eri and the defeat of Chisaki, they became boyfriends, and now everything was very happy in the life of our green-haired girl. Eri said to Izuku, "Dad, what is our green-haired girl doing now?" Izuku's POV. Izuku is in his bedroom because he was about to do his homework but he forgot a book. Izuku, no, I forgot Aizawa-sensei's homework book. I'd better go get it. So he left the dorms and went to the classrooms. As he walked, Izuku heard strange noises, and the further he walked, he realized they were moans and began to follow them. Moans, and was too surprised since they came from his classroom, and opened the door a little and was in shock, and his heart broke into 1,000 pieces since he was watching Uraraka having sex with the one he considered his best friend Ida, and Ida was hitting him hard, while Uraraka moaned like a bitch in heat, and Izuku watched this crying in silence until he ran out, and reached his bedroom where he passed everyone, and reached his room where he lay down on the bed and began to cry inconsolably. And wondered why Uraraka did that, and asked himself over and over again until he fell asleep. Meanwhile, in the teacher's lounge, all the teachers and the top heroes were gathered. Almight, tell us, director, why did you call us curious? Mirko, yes, Rat, say quickly what's happening. I have to break some villain's bones, said desperately. Nizu, well, I sent for them. Why did I receive an anonymous video that says it shows the true traitor of the UA? Cementos, let's see, put the video. Nizu put the video, and in the video it was shown Shigaraki waiting for someone, and in that, to everyone's surprise and anger of the heroes and confusion of some heroes, Izuku arrives with some folders with information from the UA and gives them to him, and the two go in different directions, and thus ending the video. Almight, that bastard lied to us, said angrily. Sniper, there we have to kill that traitor. Black King, there we have to lock him up in Tartarus. Thus throwing curses at Izuku except Midnight, Empty Lady, Mirko, Ryukyu, Endeavor, Hawk and Aizawa, who believed in Izuku until Mirko speaks. Mirko, hey, she screamed, listen to the step internships with me, and the truth is I don't think he can do that since he wants to be a great hero, not a disgusting villain. Ryukyu, yes, besides he helped in the rescue of Eri and he alone faced Chisaki. Midnight, yes, also Izuku saved me from being raped by some thieves. Empty Lady, yes, and also Izuku saved me from some villains, they said seriously, and shedding a few tears remembering the time that Izuku saved them by breaking his arms at the moment. Aizawa, wait, besides my offspring would not be capable of doing something like that. Endeavor, yes, also he helped my son with his problem of accepting his fire side. Honk, yes, also the boy is my good, he would not be capable of doing something like that. All Might, enough of cheap excuses, and tomorrow we are going to arrest him, he said seriously. All Might. Mirko, go all the damn shit, she said angrily, and going slamming the door. The next day, we see our green-haired man sitting at his desk sad for what he saw yesterday, and that's when Aizawa comes in. Aizawa, Midoriya, they are calling you in the direction. Izuku, I'm going. So the two went to the direction where they arrived and knocked on the door, and received a pass from the director, and Izuku walks in, and finds some angry heroes and some worried ones. Nizu, young Midoriya knows why we called him. Izuku, no, because director. But he gets punched in the stomach by All Might. All Might, don't lie anymore, damn traitor, said angrily. Izuku, traitor, All Might, what are you talking about, he said confused and hurt. All Might, no, and this is putting the video. What they didn't know is that Class A was listening to him, and they all started to curse him. Asia, Izuku, everyone except Bakugu, Todoroki, Kirishima, Momo, Tsuyu, Jiraiya, who believed in Izuku when the video ended. Izuku was paralyzed by what he saw. Izuku, that's not me please, he said through tears. All Might, shut up kicking him. Your garbage, give me back what belongs to me. Taking a hair and eating it, he was going to hit him again, but Midnight uses his quirk and feints almost everyone. Midnight, run honey run, he said super worried, and Sniper knocks her out. Izuku ran out and was running, but a kick from Ida sent him flying and class comes out. They started hitting him everywhere. Uraraka, I can't believe I had a boyfriend like a traitor, but you know what? Kissing Ida. I've cheated on you all this time with Ida and he was capable of giving me everything even in bed, he said shamelessly, but he received an explosion from Bakugo that sends her far away. Bakugo, run nerd run. Kirishima, we give you time, he said activating his quirk. See you. Why do we believe in you? Izuku, thank you very much friends, he said through tears. Empty lady, run dear run, said grabbing a big one and kicking some, and All Might arrives, but a pillar of ice is put in front of him, but he breaks it and knocks out everyone including Empty Lady, and Izuku was running in the forest, but a kick stops him. All Might, now die traitor, but a kick sends him crashing into some trees. Mirko, if you hit Izuku again I swear I'll hit you, he said annoyed. All Might, damn, how can you defend that damn? Mirko, why is Izuku innocent? He said it would be. All Might, stupid, I'll finish you off next to the traitor. He was about to hit her, but he was sent flying by a tail from Ryukyu, who was in his dragon form. Ryukyu, Mirko, take Izuku far away, I'll distract him. So Mirko carries himself. Izuku, Miss Mirko said dying. Mirko, calm down Izuku, I'll get you out because I trust you. Izuku, thank you Miss Mirko. But Present Mike begins to scream very loud, breaking his eardrums, and All Might arrives and sends Mirko flying with a punch. All Might, now death, damn traitor, beginning to hit him horribly. Inko, leave my son alone, running to help him but is stopped by Black King. All Might, finally I will finish you damn villain, hitting him horribly, making Inko shed some tears and an immense anger takes over her. Inko, I told you to leave my son in Papa's eyes, she said screaming with all her strength and transforming into a phase Saiyan, and gives him a strong blow that sends him flying, and they all arrive and see Inko impressed. Kaminari, their killer is defending the villain, but a ball of Ka sends him far away. Eri, no dad, screaming worried, but Uraraka stops her. Inko, leave, my granddaughter said it would be. Uraraka, no never damn, but Eri gets away and runs like this. Izuku, Eri, dad wake up please, wake up, said worriedly. Inko, let's go daughter, said seriously, and teleporting with Izuku and Eri. All Might, let's look for those damn. All hi. Chapter 2, The Big Secret of Izuku's Family. Narrator, we see Inko running with Izuku in her hands and Eri followed her. Eri, grandma, where are we running? Inko, let's cure your father. Calm down daughter, we are going to take him with our family, running through a field until they arrived at a house and knocked quickly, and none other than Milk comes out. Milk, oh daughter, what's wrong? She said confused. Oh my god, what happened to my grandson? He said worriedly. Inko, they almost killed him, please help him please, she said worriedly, and entering and puts Izuku on the couch. Milk, calm down daughter, I will call everyone. So calling everyone urgently, everyone. Krillin, Milk, what's wrong? We came super fast, what's wrong? Milk, it's Izuku, he is very serious there, that we help him. Who is the confused one? Piccolo, Izuku is the next Saiyan who is the most powerful of all. Bulma, well, what are we waiting for? Let's help my nephew. So entering everyone, and everyone began to cure Izuku, putting many bandages on him, and they give him a seed of the hermit, and he heals a little, but he was still asleep. Yamcha, who's the curious? Inko, is Izuku my son? Is the only one I have. Chaozu, hey, and who is she? Pointing at Eri. Inko, oh Chaozu, I present to you my granddaughter Eri. Eri, he is Chaozu. Eri, hello Chaozu. Chaozu, hello Eri. Ten Shinhan, a question, what happened to Izuku? Inko, well, what happened to him was that someone sent an anonymous video saying that he was the traitor of the UA, and everyone believed it except some. Bulma, bunch of idiots, how could they do this to my nephew? Said angrily. Gohan, and how did you find out? Sister curious. Inko, well, it's that they called me my so-called daughter-in-law, but it was a trap to kill me and my son. Videl, damn, they were going to kill someone innocent. Oolong, but what is Izuku of us? Inko, is a son Oolong a son? Goten, I mean he is part of the family, and I think his last name is Izuku, are they true? Inko, yes Goten, yes, he said smiling. At that Izuku began to wake up and sees his mother. Izuku, mom, are you? He said between tears. Inko, yes son, it's me, she said happily, shedding tears, and hugs him very tightly while crying with happiness. Inko, oh my baby, I'm glad you're super well, my baby, said between tears. Izuku, Mom, it was horrible, everyone betrayed me, my girlfriend lied to me, cheated on me, she said, almost crying. Inko, calm down Izuku, that's stupid, who didn't know how to appreciate a great man like you, but calm down, one day you will find happiness with another woman, she said, smiling and calming Izuku. Eri, Daddy, are you okay, she said, worried and hugging Izuku. Izuku, yes daughter, I'm super well. Everyone, daughter said, shocked. Izuku, it's not genetic, it's adoptive, and by the way, who are you? Said confused. Bulma. Well, I'm your Aunt Bulma, don't you remember me, Izuku said, smiling. Izuku, I'm sorry ma'am, but I don't recognize you. Bulma, of course, it's been so long since I held you, and by the way, I'm not that lady, said, pinching her cheek. Inko, Izuku, this is our whole family, he's your Uncle Gohan and your Aunt Videl, and she's your Aunt Bulma, said, smiling. Gohan, hello Izuku, I'm glad to meet you. Videl, yes, it's a pleasure Izuku. Inko, and he's Picoro Izuku, my teacher, said, smiling. Picoro, hello Izuku said, smiling a little. Izuku, hello Mr. Picoro. Yamcha, finally a new son in this family. Izuku, son, confused. Inko, or yes son, that is our real last name is not Midoriya, if not son, meaning your name is Izuku's son and Eri's name is Eri's son. Izuku, really mom, surprised. Inko, yes son. Izuku, and why didn't you tell me any of this, confused. Inko, why was I afraid that you wouldn't believe me? Also, why is our family very important to such a point? Why are we the most powerful in the world? Izuku, really? Bulma, yes, but you are special since you are the last Saiyan left. Izuku, what is a Saiyan, Aunt Bulma? Bulma, well, so telling the story of the Saiyans impressed Izuku. Izuku, then I am a Saiyan warrior, said, impressed. Milk, yes, like your grandfather and your Uncle Vegeta. Izuku, I want to meet you both, said, smiling. So spending the quiet night living with family until the night where Izuku went to sleep, and Izuku was in a kind of forest. Izuku, but where I am starting to walk but suddenly sees two people from behind looking at the sky. Izuku, excuse me, hello, seeing the gentleman, and the two turn around and are very surprised. Izuku, said the woman, impressed. Izuku, excuse me, who are confused, but the woman hugs him. They're my cute great-grandson, finally I meet you in person, said, super happy. Jine, let him breathe, I think it was too much love for him, said, almost smiling. Jine, but I love my little Izuku very much, said happily. Izuku, hey, who are you, confused. Jine, oh that's right son, my name is Jine and he is your grandfather Bardock. Bardock, hello Izuku, it's good to meet the next Saiyan, said, smiling. Jine, even though we are no longer alive, we love you very much, said, through tears of finally meeting the new Supreme Saiyan and his great-grandson. Izuku, I promise you that I will make you feel very proud, and I promise that I will put in the last name Arhai, said, smiling. Jine, of course son, because you are the strongest of all, he said, smiling and hugging Izuku. But suddenly Izuku began to fade away. Izuku, hey grandma, what's going on? Bardock, calm down. Izuku was waking up, but calm down. We'll see each other here again. Jine, listen, no matter what happens, we will always support you. You heard, my love. Bardock, listen, no matter what you have to survive, you understand. Izuku, yes, Grandpa Bardock. Jine, we will see each other again. You heard, my love, said between tears. Izuku, yes, Grandma. Jine. Jine, I love you very much, Izuku. Izuku, me too, Grandma. They said between tears, and they hugged each other, and Izuku began to float to the sky. Jine. Izuku is screaming and Izuku disappears. Jine began to cry. Jine, I'm scared Bardock, I'm afraid that something will happen to him, my dear, Izuku said through tears. Bardock, don't worry, he will be a Super Saiyan god just like his grandfather Goku. Jine, it's okay, I will support Izuku in everything because he is my great-grandson, and he will be a great Saiyan, he said through tears, looking at the sky. Chapter 3, Izuku the Saiyan. The next day, we see Izuku waking up after that dream he had and got up motivated. Izuku, I'll make you feel proud, Grandpa, and more to you, Grandma, Jine said, determined, and leaving his room, and arrives at the dining room where his grandmother and his mother and Goten and Eri were waiting for him. Milk, oh good that you wake up son, breakfast is ready, he said, smiling. Izuku, thank you very much, Grandma said happily, like that our family was having breakfast until Izuku speaks. Izuku, hey Mom, can I tell you something? Inko, yes, tell me son, eating. Izuku, it's just that I don't know how to tell you. Inko, calm down son, if it's a problem you have then I'll support you. Izuku, well it's that I want to train the Saiyans so I can become one, he said calmly, making Inko and Milk choke when eating, but they swallowed the food quickly. Inko, I don't know son, it's just that it's a somewhat strong and somewhat dangerous training since you can lose control, he said somewhat worried. Izuku, Mom, calm down, I can do it, I promise you that if I will try hard to be a great Saiyan, I promise you. Also, I want to put my family name on something and show that we are the most powerful warriors of all, said Inko proudly. I'm okay, but I warn you that this power is a great responsibility that we possess, so do not use it for evil but for good, okay, said half-would-be Izuku. Yes, Mom, I promise you that I will use this power for good and not for evil, I promise you. Milk. Well, son, right now we are going to see your grandfather and your Uncle Vegeta. Izuku. Yes, finally I'm going to meet them, said smiling narrator. After they had breakfast, Inko teleported to the Capsule Corporation where Bulma was. Izuku. Hello, Aunt Bulma, said smiling. Bulma. Hello, Izuku, what brings you here? Izuku. Hello, Aunt Bulma, is that I want to meet my grandfather and my uncle, said smiling Bulma. Oh, of course you missed meeting them, come, I'll take you to meet them, she said happily, and holding hands and directing him to a room where they enter and see none other than Goku and Vegeta training with all their might, and both had the Ultra Instinct to the maximum. Bulma. Honey, come meet your nephew. At that the two stop and look at Izuku. Izuku. Hello, smiling, and Goku gives him a big hug. Goku. There, I finally meet you, grandson, finally I'm glad that I finally meet you in person, grandson, said super happy, hugging Izuku tightly. I'm also glad to see you, Grandpa, said smiling and trying to speak because Goku hugged him tightly. Bulma. There, Goku, stop giving Izuku so much love, let Vegeta meet him, he said with a drop of sweat from how Goku hugged Izuku. Goku. Oh yeah, releasing Izuku. Vegeta. Hello, brat, finally I know the next Saiyan, said smiling a little. Izuku. Likewise, Uncle Vegeta, said happily. Inko. Oh dad, she is you, this granddaughter Eri. Hello, Mr. Goku. Hello, little one, finally I meet my daughter's granddaughter, said smiling Vegeta. And tell me what you have come for, seriously. Milk. Well, it is that Izuku now, I think he is ready to be one of the strongest Saiyans than you, said smiling surprise to Goku and Vegeta. Goku. Wow, I never thought this day would come, of course we will train you. Izuku. Fantastic, and when we started, said excitedly Vegeta. Now giving Izuku a hard punch in the stomach, knocking all the air out of Izuku, taking a drop out of everyone. Narrator. A whole month had passed where Izuku began to train super hard to master the Saiyan, since he decided to train him daily. In this month all those who betrayed Izuku they were looking to put him in Tartarus, and those who did not betray him were looking for proof of his innocence. And in this month Midnight was fired from the academy for helping Izuku, as well as Empty Lady, who removed her from her position as a heroine, and Mirko and Ryukyu removed them from the top of heroes, and All Might always threatened them with death, but they didn't give a damn, since they always looked for Izuku to help him and looked for proof of Izuku's innocence, as did Izuku's true friends and the heroes who believed in Izuku. But the girls began to feel something for Izuku, something that they could not express, which was love, since when they grabbed a photo of Izuku or it came to mind, their hearts beat super fast, since they had fallen madly in love with Izuku, and sometimes they masturbated thinking about Izuku. To make them their women and their boars, and more Mirko and Ryukyu, since they entered there was in heat, since having animal quirks they entered their stage of mating, so they always masturbate always, and more you who bought a dildo and always practiced oral hex to do to Izuku, and sometimes masturbated with it but did not put it in so much, since she wanted Izuku to give her his first time since she was still a virgin, and they always looked for Izuku to confess their love. But this month Izuku had already become Super Blowjob to master the Super Saiyan well, and always trained on Master Rashi's island, and together with Krillin and Izuku he had improved a lot in everything. And what does our green-haired man do now? Izuku was on Master Rashi's island. Rashi. Very well, Izuku. A whole month had passed since you trained a lot. Are you ready? He said calmly, sitting in a chair. Izuku. Yes, Master Rashi. Thank you very much for training me all this time, he said smiling. Rashi. No problem, son. I train those who are worthy to be Saiyans, and I also want you to grow up, son, he said smiling. Izuku. Thank you very much, Master Rashi, bowing. Rashi. Very well, Izuku. Save, concentrate on everything so you activate the Saiyan and let your anger accumulate inside you. Izuku closes his eyes and began to remember all his betrayal. Rashi. Yes, Izuku, accumulate all your anger, your thirst for anger, he said seriously. Izuku began to get a little angry and began to think of worse things, like if they would hurt the heroines who supported them and grape them, and also their mother, making Izuku growl with anger. Rashi. That's it, Izuku, don't stop. Izuku imagined worse things, like being arrested for something he didn't do and that he would never see his family again, and the rocks began to float. Rashi. Don't stop, Izuku. On that. Izuku. screaming at the top of his lungs while his hair turned blonde and a great powerful ka came out. And so friends, Izuku was officially a Saiyan, and Izuku stops removing. Rashi, wow Izuku, you finally did it, he said, super surprised. Izuku, I know, he said seriously. Rashi, but let's see how strong you are getting into a fighting pose. Chapter 4 Izuku's Saiyan Phase 3 Izuku vs Rashi. Narrator, Rashi, but let's see how strong you are by getting into a fighting stance. Izuku, but Master Rashi, I think you're not in condition to fight me. The truth is, he said honestly. Rashi, nonsense, getting super cocky. What were you saying, son? Do you think because I'm an old man I can't fight? Said half annoyed. Izuku, then you are like Almight, said super surprised. Rashi, do not compare me with that blonde. I know how to instantly distinguish good people from bad ones. Besides, I do not betray anyone, not even my students, since I love them like children, said seriously. Izuku, you are absolutely right, Master Rashi. Rashi, are you ready, Izuku? Izuku, super ready, getting into a fighting stance. In that, Rashi teleported and appeared behind Izuku and was about to kick him, but Izuku stops him and gives Rashi a hard blow who sends him far away, and Rashi gets up and began to attack Izuku with kaballs, but Izuku teleported and was going to hit Rashi, but he dodges it and hits him in the stomach, causing him to spit some blood and sends him crashing into the sea, and Izuku quickly gets out of the sea and the two began to collide. Super strong blows that grabbed large air waves, and the sea moved very strongly and the two stop. Rashi, wow Izuku, you are really strong, but let's see if you have perfected your technique that I taught to Krillin and Goku. Izuku puts his hands behind him and shouts. Izuku, came Jaya screaming, throwing a large ball of ka, but Rashi deflects it with his right hand so that it would not hit him, falling into the sea. Rashi, and so you call yourself a great Saiyan, and so you want to make everyone proud? What a disappointment, since you still can't even hurt me, he said, pretending to be disappointed since he wanted Izuku to get angrier. Izuku began to get angrier, and Rashi began to say many things that made Izuku angry. Rashi's mind. If I continue like this, I think I will reach phase of the Super Saiyan, I hope so. Outside of Rashi's mind. Izuku is super angry, and he clenched his fists really hard, and then, Izuku, screaming super loud, and Izuku's hair gets super long and turns more yellow, and that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Izuku was already a Saiyan face. Rashi, ha 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 ha, you did it, son, you can now master 3, I congratulate you, Izuku said, smiling proud of Izuku, but Izuku teleported and kicked Rashi hard, causing him to fly, but Rashi stood up and lunged at Izuku, and the two again clashed fists and gave each other everything, punches, kicks, and came JS like that was for hours, until Izuku got super tired and fainted and fell, but Rashi grabbed him so he wouldn't fall. Rashi, you did it, son, I'm very proud of you, he said, smiling proudly, and teleported with Izuku to his house. Inko, well, how did it go? Rashi, Izuku surprised me a lot since now he has mastered phase and of the Super Saiyan. That surprised me a lot. Inko, well, let's let him rest, at least. Comforting him and tucking him into his bed. Chapter 5 Reunion and Confession. Narrator. We see Izuku waking up after his training, and Inko seeing him hugs him very tightly. Inko, you did it, son, you are already a Saiyan, you fill me with pride, she said, super proud of her son. Izuku, really, he said, surprised. Inko, yes, just look at yourself in the mirror. Izuku stands up and looks in the mirror and looks at his hair that was long and yellow. Surprised him a lot. Izuku, wow, I really am a Saiyan now, he said, super happy. Inko, congratulations, my baby, you are even a Saiyan, more of the family, he said, happily hugging Izuku. Izuku, thanks, mom, he said happily. Times kind weeks. Weeks had passed, and in these weeks Izuku was officially a Saiyan, and the family celebrated that Izuku was finally a Saiyan. And what does our green-haired man do now? Said yellow-haired. Izuku's POV. Izuku was flying through the forest since he went shopping. Luckily nobody recognized him by his yellow hair, and he was flying quietly, but he heard a big explosion nearby and went to see and look at nothing more and nothing less than the heroine's midnight, empty lady. Mirko and Ryukyu fighting with some villains, but the villains knocked them all out, and were about to grape them, but Izuku throws a ball of ka towards the villains that send them somewhat far. Villain, who the hell was it? From the shadows comes Izuku with phase of the Saiyan. Villain, you damn interrupted our fun, now we will kill you. But Izuku gives the villain a big blow, causing me to vomit blood and fly away very far, leaving the villains scared. Izuku, someone else said seriously. Villain, No brat intimidates me by pouncing on Izuku, but Izuku would throw a Ponte ball of Ka that sends them far away, and the others pounced on Izuku, but Izuku sent them flying with a sphere of Ka, and so it was decided of the villains. Izuku, so that they learn to value women and more to heroines, said super seriously, and Izuku carries all the girls because he is super buff and strong and easily carries them and arrives at his house, and Inko and Milk began to heal the girls, and minutes passed, and the first to wake up is Midnight. Midnight, where am I confused? Izuku, oh how good that Midnight is awake, Sama said smiling, making Midnight be very surprised. Midnight, Izuku, is it really you? Said super surprised and holding back her tears. Izuku, yes, Midnight Sensei, yes, it's me, she said smiling, and Midnight approaches Izuku and hugs him very tightly while crying with happiness, and Izuku reciprocates the hug. Midnight, oh Izuku, you don't know how much I was looking for you everywhere, I missed you so much, she said crying with happiness to see Izuku again. Izuku, calm down Midnight Sensei, I'm fine and I'll never abandon her again, she said smiling and calming Midnight. Midnight, you can call me Namuri, yes Izuku. Izuku, okay Namuri-san said smiling. Empty Lady, Izuku, is it you? Izuku and Namuri turn around and see Empty Lady in tears, and Empty Lady hugs him, putting him on her breasts, and began to jump with joy to see Izuku again, and Izuku was super blushed since Empty Lady was burying him in her breasts. Empty Lady, oh Izuku, you don't know how much I missed you so much, I really missed you, he said crying with happiness and hugging Izuku tighter. Izuku, I missed her too, Empty Lady said super blushing. Empty Lady, call me you. Izuku, okay you. Mirko Ryukyu, Izuku, is it really you? Izuku turns around and looks at Mirko and Ryukyu, who were shed tears of happiness when they saw him, and hug him, sinking it in her breasts. Mirko, oh Izuku, really missed you too much, and I was always looking for you, said crying with happiness. Ryukyu, yes really Izuku missed you too much, said through tears. Izuku, I miss you too much, Mirko-san and Ryukyu-san. Mirko, call me Rumi. Ryukyu, already my Ryuko. Izuku, okay Ryuko. Rumi, at that Inko arrives. Inko, oh how good that you all wake up, and I want to thank you all for supporting my son, I really appreciate it a lot, said kindly. Girls, know they're what, ma'am? Midoriya. Izuku, in fact my last name is. You, what do you mean it was never Midoriya? Izuku, no, but calm down, I will tell you at dinner. So everyone began to have dinner quietly while they talked, and Izuku told the girls about his real last name, surprised, who did not stop looking at him with hearts of eyes, and Inko and Milk would notice it until night, where Inko gave them a room to all, and they were like him, and Namuri had an idea to confess her love for Izuku and gets up quietly and goes to Izuku's room, but her surprise was great when she found you. Namuri, what are you doing here? She said angrily and whispering. You, rather, what are you doing here? She said, annoyed and whispering. Then Rumi and Ryuko arrive. Ryuko, can you explain to me what you are doing here? She said seriously and whispering. Rumi, that's what I wanted to ask you, said angrily and whispering. Namuri, so you want my Izuku, right? My husband said angrily. You're Izuku, bitch, rather he is mine, he is my future husband. Rumi, no big ass bitch, he is mine, he is going to be the father of my children. Ryuko, you are wrong, he is mine, he is going to be my husband. So they began to argue in silence, but super silent, until Ryuko came up with an idea that would make her blush. Ryuko, wait a moment. Ryuko, fighting will get us nowhere if we continue like this, maybe we would lose Izuku, and we don't want that, right? Namuri, I don't want to lose him, said sadly. Ryuko, I propose an idea. What kind of idea? I asked curiously. Ryuko, that we all share it and be his girlfriends, said super blushed, making them all blush. Rumi, okay. Me too. Namuri, okay, there to share it, but are you sure that he loves us? Said half sad. Ryuko, please Namuri, we are talking about Izuku, he would not reject us for anything in the world. Namuri, well, let's confess to Izuku and be his wives, and he will be the father of our children. So the four girls entered and got under the sheets, thus waking Izuku up. Izuku, Chi girls, what are you doing? He said blushing. Girls, we want to show you how much we love you, starting to kiss Izuku romantically, and they separate with a thread of saliva. Izuku, you know girls, I'm in love with you too, so Rumi, Ryuko, Namuri want to be my girlfriends, said super blushed, making the girls release some tears of happiness. Girls, yes, love, yes, and 1,000 times yes, jumping like that Izuku and start kissing him passionately. Lemon skipped, thus having a passionate night where Izuku took the virginity of all his loved ones. Chapter 6. The Horrible Truth. The next day we see our couple sleeping peacefully, and all the girls had a big smile, not only because Izuku was already her boyfriend, but she had a super big one, and it screwed up their baginess since they bled too much, and the one who suffered a lot was Ryuko, who cried from the great pain she felt, but at the same time she enjoyed it a lot, and the one who endured was Rumi, since she enjoyed it a lot even though it hurt, but she endured it, and our couple was sleeping peacefully until they began to wake up, and Izuku, seeing his loved ones, gives each of them a kiss. Izuku, good morning my loves. Girls, good morning my love, giving her another kiss. Rumi, what a nice night we had, love, she said flirtatiously. Izuku, even though it was my first time, I had a good time, she said smiling. Ryuko, wait, have you never had hex with Uraraka, she said surprised. Izuku, no, we never had hex since she was busy with other men. You, calm down love, that bitch didn't know how to value a great man like you. Namiri, yes, and also he will never know what you are capable of doing in bed, he said with lust, making them all lick their lips. Izuku, well, let's go have breakfast. Girls, okay love. So they all stood up, but the girls fall to the floor. Izuku, my love's putting on his pants and going to stop them. It's okay my loves. Rumi, yes love, yes, what our legs hurt, she said smiling in pain. Izuku, okay, let me help them. So helping them and putting on their heroine costumes, and he carries them all, and they go to the living room, and great was his surprise to see Inko super would be. Izuku, mom, half nervous. Inko, well, are you going to explain to me why there were many noises in the night until he said super would be? Izuku, mom, I can explain, it is that temptation won us over and we did it, and I didn't know how to control them, he said super nervous. Inko, yees, my son is not gay, finally I will get rid of this idea that my son likes Bakugo, he said super happy, blushed a lot to Izuku and blushes the girls. Izuku, mom, don't say that. Inko, okay sorry, is that I got excited to know that you have girlfriends, said smiling. Rumi, and can we allow us to be with your son? Inko, of course my dears are already part of the family, she said smiling. Girls, thank you mother-in-law. Eri, then you are my mom, said smiling happily. That surprised the girls a lot, and they felt a great warmth in their hearts. Girls, as you called us, they said surprised. Eri, as sorry as that it came out, I did not want to tell you like that, said super nervous, and the girls bent down to her height, and felt a great pain in their legs, but they did not care, and they hugged her. You, they're my beautiful girl. Namiri, if you consider us your mommy, we will consider you our daughter. Rumi, and we will be the best mommies in the world. Ryuko, and we will love you forever, my love. They said through tears and kissing Eri on the cheeks. Eri, thank you mommies, she said, crying with happiness. Narrator, that was the whole day where everything was calm until they called Midnight to school to discuss something, and Midnight was walking super bad since her feet hurt horribly. Every step she took was a damn torture. Midnight, oh shit, she said in pain, my Izuku had it too huge. Well, the saying goes, if that's how the rabbit is, how will the carrot be? I hope this works. Taking some pills for muscle pain, and began to walk until she reached Nisa's office, where they saw that he was walking badly. Aizawa, what's wrong with you? Curious. Midnight, it's that I slipped when he was mopping in my house, and that's why I'm sitting like this in his seat. Nizu, well, I called you all since I want to talk to you about a topic. Sniper, it's about that one. Traitor Truth said annoyed. Nizu, yes, and we discovered something that the young people who helped the young Midoriya looked for, something that might prove that Izuku is innocent, he said seriously, showing a USB surprised everyone. Midnight, quick director, put it director. Almight, already enough, I'm tired of them talking about this damn traitor, he said furiously, breaking a laptop. Mom, luckily I bring mine, putting the USB, and the video was shown but they paused it. Present Mike, what's wrong? Bakugo, don't you notice something strange? Everyone, no. Tsuyu, Izuku is shorter, and the real one is. And this one is Jiru. And Izuku's eyes are red, and the real one has emerald green eyes. Everyone was surprised since they were right. Todoroki. And that's not all, playing the video more and pause it. Kirishima. See, in his part his foot began to melt a little, and that's all we could find. Everyone was super shocked by everything they saw. They couldn't believe they had betrayed to an innocent person. Uraraka. Then my Deku-kun was always innocent, said in tears. Bakugo. Yes, bitch, and now you regret it, said angrily. Ida, hey, don't talk to him like that. Kirishima, you shut up, that you deceived him saying that you were his best friend, but you slept with his girlfriend, you are not a man. All Might, how could I be so idiot, said crying inconsolably. Midnight, I told you idiots, I told you that my Aizu I say to Midoriya is innocent all this time, he said it would be. All Might, how could I be so stupid, said crying. Midnight, you know what? Bucket, I better go. It's good that I'm not a teacher at this school anymore. she said furiously and left the office. Luckily, the pills worked and her legs hardly hurt anymore. She was walking through the streets until she received a message from Rumi. Come quickly to my apartment, there's something you'll like. Nemuri, I'm okay. So she went to Rumi's apartment, which she knew where she lived, and arrived and saw something strange since the door was half open, and entered and closed it. Nemuri, Rumi, I'm here. But she didn't receive an answer, and heard some strange noises and went to Rumi's room and entered and found a very exciting scene for her. It had gotten a little wet, and her eyes turned into hearts since Rumi and Ryuko were kissing all over her body, leaving hickeys, and Yu was sucking her with a lot of saliva, and Izuku was tied hand and foot. Nemuri, good thing I arrived on time, she said with lust, and took off her heroine costume, and Izuku was coming Yu's mouth, which he didn't swallow, and Yu approaches Nemuri with his mouth closed and gives her a kiss of pure love, to which she reciprocates, and Yu passes her some semen, and they kissed very passionately, and tangled their tongues. Yu had a lot of semen, and Rumi and Ryuko also kissed very passionately, exciting Izuku a lot. Nemuri, let our great night begin. Lying down next to you, and the two of them began to kiss Izuku while Rumi and Ryuko licked Izuku's member, and they kissed very passionately, thus having a great night of Hex. Chapter 7 Bills the Destroyer. Narrator. We see a person walking somewhat seriously. He was walking to a super special room where a person was sleeping, and he dodges an hourglass and arrives at a room full of hourglasses while he was looking at someone, and an hourglass explodes, making a big smoke screen. Whiz, Mr. Bills, it's time to wake up. Trying to wake him up, Bills. Z. Whiz, Mr. Bills, I'm up. It's been a year. It's time to wake up. He's not going to sleep another year. Goku, Vegeta, and the others are already missing him. Bills, another year, Whiz said sleepily. Whiz, well, if you don't want to wake up, then you won't mind if I sing holding a microphone. Well, here I go in 3, 2, 1. Bills, yeah, I'm coming, he said sleepily, and falling from a great height. Luckily it didn't hurt him, and he scratches himself. Bills, finally, after a year I'm back. Whiz, wow, you've only slept for a year and not more than years. Congratulations. Bills, you better have made me a good meal or I'll get angry. Whiz, don't worry, Mr. Bills. I already have your food ready. Bills, that's good. So, going to the kitchen where he started to eat. Bills, you know one thing, Whiz, I had a somewhat strange dream. Whiz, what a thing, sir, eating a meat. Bills, I dreamed that I faced another Super Saiyan god, but this one had freckles on his face, and was smaller than Goku and Vegeta, but the strangest thing is that he managed to surpass me like Goku, but he was special since he was super strong like Goku, eating and drinking water. Whiz, it was not a dream, sir, but something that really happened, he said calmly, making Bills spit out his water. Bills, what are you telling me, that I did not dream it, he said shocked. Whiz, no, I do not dream it, taking his staff and showing some images of Izuku. Bills, who is that seeing Izuku? Whiz, his name was Izuku Midoriya, but I discovered that he is also a son. I mean, his name is Izuku's son. Bills, I see that he is also a son. Whiz, that's right, he is also a Saiyan and has already mastered phases. Bill's surprised face, it's true, I also dreamed that I faced Izuku, but what amazed me is that he was equal to Goku and Vegeta, since they were equal in power, since Izuku was equal to Goku, said excitedly. Whiz, if you want we will meet Izuku, and so that he can see and meet Goku's grandson. Bills, well, it wouldn't be bad if he met the successor of the Saiyans. Well, let's go. So he went to change, and the two of them go out and see a beautiful landscape of many pink flowers. Bills, Seer, come here. Seer arrives floating in his small fish tank. Seer, what's going on, Mr. Bills? Bills, tell me something. Can a Saiyan have another successor? Seer, yes, because they come from blood, for example, the children of Goku, Inko and Gohan, since they carry their blood. Bills, I see, even better. I want to meet that boy. Whiz, where is he? Whiz, good, seeing that he is on KO's planet. Bills, it's not far there. It's minutes, he said, super bored. Whiz, well, let's hurry since today is also Bulma's birthday. Bills, well, let's go right away. So teleporting with Whiz in a bubble. Meanwhile on Earth, except for everyone celebrating Bulma's birthday, except for Izuku, Ryuko, Rumi, Yu and Nemuri, since they went to Kaiosama's planet. Inko, happy birthday Bulma, she said smiling. Milk, what a great day. Bulma, thank you very much. Krillin, wow, Bulma, you still look like a teenager. But Bulma hits Krillin on the head. Bulma, I'm years old, silly. he said with a vein in his forehead. Wow, Bulma, what a great party you had. Everyone is having a great time today. Bulma, yes, although I would have liked my nephew Izuku to be here, said half-sad Goten. But ain't you have to know that he will be the next symbol of peace. Dend, yes, and he will be a great Saiyan. Trusk, a question mom why Izuku can have wives at the same time. Curious since he met the girls, but he did not know why Izuku had many girlfriends. Bulma, why he is the last Saiyan and why they love him too much, and that is why he has many girlfriends. Rashi, how lucky Izuku is, crying comically. Milk, well, at least he has someone who loves him too much. Bulma, hey, and Vegeta and Goku. Inko, my dad is working and Vegeta is there, seeing that he was in a tree. Bulma, I'm going to see him walking towards Vegeta, who was lost in his thoughts. Bulma, hey love, why don't you come to the party? What surprises you that your wife is younger? Said happily. Vegeta, not now Bulma, I am sure that Bills has woken up again, and I think he will be looking for Izuku everywhere. Bulma, there, calm down, Izuku knows how to defend himself, nothing is going to happen to him. Majin Buu, Bulma, where are the hot dogs? Bulma, they are in the food, come walk with me, leaving Vegeta alone. Vegeta, I hope you are okay. Izuku, meanwhile on Kaiosama's planet. Izuku, seriously my loves, he said with a huge drop of sweat, since he made his girlfriends train with his training to be a Saiyan, but after an hour they got tired. Ryuko, but as love you can endure this training, she said, super tired. Izuku, well, if you have a big heart, and you want to do it with your heart, that's why I resisted. Namuri, yes love, said tired. You, but what a hard training, I got too tired, she said pouting. Izuku, I'll look who talks if when we are in bed they do not stop, and that is why we fall asleep at or in the morning with a drop of sweat. Rumi, but this is different, in bed we enjoy it, and here it seems hell, said super tired. Kaiosama, this is heaven, down there is hell. Rumi, it was a metaphor. Kaiosama, Izuku, thank you very much Kaiosama for letting us train here, said smiling. Kaiosama, it's nothing Izuku, besides I always wanted to meet a hero up close. Izuku, well my loves, if you want we can go. Rumi, yes, since today is Bulma's birthday. Izuku, wait, what did you say? Love said in shock. You, that today is Bulma's birthday. Izuku, ha, screaming at the top of his lungs, but Kyoza gives him a sap. Kyoza, don't scream, you ruin the peace of this place, a bit annoying. Izuku, it's that I completely forgot my aunt's birthday. There, know what kind of nephew am I, said upset. Namuri, but love, at least you have her gift, what are you going to give her? You, yes, it's the red box that is in the closet of our house. Rumi, okay love, calm down, you can give it to her whenever. Izuku, the problem is not that, but that I love her very much, that I can't forget this great day, said half sad. Ryuko, calm down love, people always make mistakes, calm down, nobody is perfect. Izuku, thanks love, giving her a little kiss. Namuri, Rumi, and what did they say, making a pout, and Izuku gives each one a kiss. At that Kyoza feels a great power approaching. Kyoza, hey Izuku, quick, hide in my house, quick, someone's coming, he said half nervous. Izuku, what's going on? Kaie, hide quickly, you and your girlfriends quickly, he said nervously. Izuku, he's fine, getting into his little girl. That's when Whis and Bills arrive on Kyo's planet. Kyo-sama, hello Mr. Whis, Mr. Bills, how are you both, especially you Mr. Bills? Well, I tried to see him, but Bills was moving a lot. Bills, yes, it is a great day to go out for a walk and all that you do on Earth. You, love, who is that? Izuku, I don't know, but it seems that my family knows him. Rumi, he looks like a shaved cat. Kyo-sama, since you have come Mr. Bills, well, I want to know if it is true or not, the great successor of the Saiyans called Izuku Midoriya, or I was not mistaken, his name is Izuku's son. Kyo-sama, I am looking for Izuku. Bills, yes, to that Izuku that I do not know why he is so important to Vegeta and Goku if he is just a simple brat. Kyo-sama, but sir, he is rather a descendant of the Saiyans, as to his tail can come out. Izuku, so I forgot to tell you, if I get very angry I can turn into a big giant monkey and I de-transform, calming down, but his tail is on my back and it is very sensitive, please do not grab it please, he said calmly, making the girls have a somewhat sexual idea and look at Izuku with lust. Bills, you know I do not care if he is super powerful or not, I want to see him. Kyo-sama, SSS, yes sir, running to his house. Izuku, you have to come now. Namuri, why, who is the Kyo-sama? Is Bills the destroyer of worlds? Since he is the most powerful of all, only Goku could defeat him a year ago. You, really, she said surprised. Kyo-sama, yes, now come Izuku, he wants to meet you. Izuku, okay, so they leave Kaiosama's house. Bills, Oh, so you are the last Scion left, the famous Izuku is. Izuku, yes sir, it is me, he said something serious. Bills, nice to meet you son, Izuku said smiling. I found out that you are the one who will be the next Supreme Saiyan as well as Goku and Vegeta. Izuku, yes sir, and I am trying hard to keep the promise I made to my family. Bills, well, I want to see if you are a worthy successor to the Saiyans, moving away a little. Izuku, so he wants to fight me, said half surprised. Bills, of course, to see if you are as strong as Whis says and see if it is true that you have already mastered the phases of the Saiyan. Izuku, okay, activating phase, this is phase 1 then phase, this is phase 2. Bills, interesting, and I think you have mastered phase right, a little interested. Izuku, that's right, activating phase, making his hair become super long. And this is the last phase I will ever have, he said smiling, making his girlfriends blush a lot since Izuku looked super handsome with his long hair, and they licked their lips and things that were not wholly came to mind that they would do with Izuku in bed. Bills, wow, I wasn't lying whistling, you're actually a Saiyan, I think you can beat me too, so let's check, getting into a fighting stance. Izuku, are you sure, since I can hurt him, Mr. Bills, don't talk nonsense. I'm almost indestructible, so your blows won't hurt me coming from a brat. Izuku said mockingly. Well, if that's what Izuku wants. He flies towards Bills and was going to hit him, but Bills dodges it and grabs Izuku by the foot and sends him far away, and Izuku teleported behind Izuku and was going to kick him, but Bills grabs him by the foot and sends him flying, but Izuku teleported and gives him a punch that hits Bills in the face, but it didn't move for anything, and Bills sends him away from a little one who sends him far away, breaking the kite tree, and Izuku teleported up and was going to hit him a big hit, but Bills grabs it with his fist and crashes it into the ground, causing half of KO's planet to explode. KO, no, my planet, he said in shock. Bills, wow, what a disappointment, you're not the next Super Saiyan god, what do you have to do is waste my time on this. Let's go, Whis. Whis, okay sir, so the two teleported to the planet. Kaiosama girls, Izuku love running like that. Izuku, you, love, are you okay, said worried Kaiosama. He's just a little unconscious, it's nothing serious, but if he had the Super Saiyan god then he wouldn't be unconscious. Rumi, okay, there, put him in your house so he can rest carrying Izuku. Meanwhile on planet, Vegeta was quietly in a tree, very thoughtful about that. Bills, hello Prince, he said calmly, scaring Vegeta. Vegeta, and Mr. Bills, or what brings you here, he said nervously. Bills, well, he's coming to your wife Bulma's birthday since I came a little disappointed from Kaiosama's planet. Vegeta, why, what did you do to him, he said nervously in case he made him angry. Bills, I went to look for that Izuku-san and he disappointed me since he was not a very powerful Saiyan. That surprised Vegeta a lot since he found Izuku. Vegeta, and then don't worry, you will see that if I bring him here he will become a Super Saiyan god. Bills, you better go get it while I go eat whatever I want, starting to walk, and also Whis and Vegeta teleported to Kaiosama's planet and sees Kaiosama a little sad. Vegeta, hey, you tell me where Izuku is. Kaiosama, he's in my house. Vegeta ran to his house and sees the girls who were taking care of Izuku. Vegeta, hey Izuku, stand up, but see that he was unconscious. Nemuri, hey Vegeta, don't wake him up, he's resting from the beating that Bills guy gave him. Vegeta, we don't have time for this, grabbing a pill from the hermit and puts it in Izuku's mouth and he wakes up. Izuku, what happened? Vegeta, you finally wake up now, come quickly, pulling Izuku. Izuku, Uncle Vegeta, what's happening? Curious. Vegeta, today Izuku, you will become a Super Saiyan god. Chapter 8, Unpleasant Reunion. Vegeta, today Izuku, you will become a Super Saiyan god, said super serious. Izuku, but what did he say in shock? Vegeta, at the party I will explain everything to you, teleporting, leaving the girls on Kaiosama's planet. Nemuri, they forgot about us. Rumi, I think that is the very important phase for all Saiyans. Ryuko, I think today Izuku will be a god. You, a very hexy and handsome god, imagining that Izuku will look super hexy with the new phase. Ryuko, damn, and we will not lose it. You, and how do we get to Bulma's birthday since they are going to be here, said somewhat worried Kaiosama. You just have to put your 2 fingers on your forehead and concentrate on where you want to go, and there you will be in the place where you thought, and that's it. Girls, like so, putting your 2 fingers on your forehead. Kaiosama, now think carefully about the place where you want. Girls, okay, so you concentrated well and you teleport to the party of Bulma with all her heroine costumes. Rumi, what's wrong? Yamcha, And nothing, just that Izuku is about to become a Super Saiyan God. Tenchi-jan, do you think he can, since he is very young for such unimaginable power? Trusk, I don't think so. I know Izuku and he can become a great Saiyan. Krillin, but at least we'll see if it works or not. We'll see what happens. Ryuko, I hope everything goes well, she said, somewhat worried, and you and Namuri take her hand and you takes Rumi's hand. Bills, well, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, or should I go? He said, bored and somewhat annoyed. Vegeta, SS, yes sir, he said nervously. In that Inko, Gohan, Vegeta, Videl and her daughter, Goten and Izuku activate phase of the Saiyan, and everyone passed some energy to Izuku at all times, and Izuku felt that he had much more power and everything, and begins to take out a super bright light in his whole body that begins to float. Everyone was super impressed because Izuku will be the first very young Super Saiyan God in the history of the Saiyans, and little by little the bright light begins to fade and let Izuku be seen, but they were in shock since Izuku's hair was still yellow and not red. Izuku, at what happened? Confused, going down. Vegeta, but how is it possible that you could not transform into a Super Saiyan God? Phase said, shocked. Bills, what a disappointment, I better go, said bored. Vegeta, no sir, Bills there to try again, let's see, get in position again. Holding hands, and other times they did the same, but Vegeta gave more power to Izuku, but I don't know, transformed into a Super Saiyan God. Vegeta, but how is it possible? Bills, you know it's somewhat disappointing. The truth is I've only wasted my time on this, said super disappointed and going to eat something. Inko, calm down son, it's not your fault of anything, you're not to blame. Calm down son, I will continue to love you just as you are, said smiling and hugging Izuku. Izuku, thanks mom, said dejected. Namuri, love, are you okay? Izuku, yes love, just want to be alone for a moment, said smiling falsely and putting his fingers and teleporting. Rumi, we should go find him. Inko, no Rumi, no, he just wants to be alone there, understand? Ryuko, we understand. Inko, with Izuku. Izuku was walking through the streets sad, thinking that he is the disappointment of his family for not becoming a Super Saiyan God. Izuku, what a shitty day, that more can get worse on this day, said sadly and somewhat angry. Everyone, Izuku, is it you? Izuku turned around and looked at his former classmates, and Momo, Tsuyu and Jairu rushed to hug Izuku. Momo, finally we found you. Izuku, Jairu, finally after a month we finally found you. Tsuyu, you worried us a lot, Izuku said, happy to finally see their partner again. Izuku, I miss you too, girls. Bakugu, shitty nerd, finally I find you. Izuku, I miss you a lot too, Bakugu said smiling. Kirishima, bro, I miss you a lot, said smiling. Izuku, I missed you a lot, friends. Uraraka, hello love, I was going to kiss her, but Izuku pushes her away. Izuku, don't come near my unfortunate bitch, said angrily. Ida, how dare you talk to her like that, to your girlfriend? Izuku, she is no longer my girlfriend, I already found someone much better than that bitch, said seriously. Uraraka, Izuku Midoriya, you are cheating on me. Izuku, you and I are nothing anymore, said angrily. Kaminari, well, this is incredible that you finally returned to the UA as it was before, said smiling. Izuku, come back, I will never return to that academy, never, said angrily. Ida, you will return whether you want it or not, giving him a kick that sends him far away. Kirishima, hey, what's wrong with you? Ida, we have to take him to the UA no matter what. Kirishima, but not like this, damn. Izuku, bucking idiots, what are you doing, said angrily. Kaminari, nothing, I just want you to come back to the UA. Electrocuted Izuku and leaving him on the floor. Ida, when we return everything will return to normal and you will return with Uraraka and you will be our useless and idiot partner, as always. Izuku, that I will never come back, he's screaming super loud, and then everything starts to shake and a red aura becomes huge and Izuku transforms into the coolest phase of all, the Super Saiyan God phase, and his hair turned red. Ida, yes, your hair is very nice, but time to go. I was going to knock out Izuku with a kick, but Izuku stops him with his hand and gives him a big strong blow that sends him super far away, and he was going to hit Kaminari, but someone stops him. Bills, tell me what it feels like to be a god. Chapter 9, Izuku vs. Bills. Bills, tell me how it feels to be a god, stopping Izuku's fist. Izuku, it feels super incredible, so much power, said impressed. Bills, right, that if it feels like you are now a god. Izuku, the truth, this is very surprising, and if it is something that my friends and my girlfriends cannot be more than me, I do not like giving a punch to Bills, but he rises very high like the sky. Bills, well, what are you waiting for? Come here, he said screaming. Izuku, I'm going like this, flying like bills, and the two began to clash their fists in the sky, and they went super fast to such an extent that they always teleported very quickly and clashed their fists, and the two hit each other hard with everything, so much so that large waves of air were held in the sky. But what is happening in the sky? Confused. Inko, wait, but how can this be possible if we did it twice, and it did not work? Super impressed. Ryuko, what's happening? Inko, Izuku reached the Super Saiyan God phase, she said, super shocked. Girls, Vegeta. What? The truth is that I did not feel that if you were capable of making a boy like you a god so young. Izuku. Okay, Mr. Bills said, smiling. Bills. But we are not finished yet. Izuku. Wait, what does Bills say? He gives a powerful blow to the face to Izuku, making him fly super, and falls very hard to the ground, going through the entire ground, and reaches an underground guy, and Izuku stands up super sore and blocks Bills' attack and sends him far away. Bills, you know you are just like your mom. I tried to fight and I succeeded. I hope you can surpass me in everything. Izuku. Well, of course I can, because I promised my mother that I would become a great number hero and future symbol of peace, and I will fight every day for my mom and my wives, he said, half in pain, but he recovers and activates the Super God phase. Bills, so you don't want to be a god of destruction. Izuku, why do I want to save everyone with a big smile and help everyone? Bills, interesting, but you need a lot to do that. Izuku, yes, that's why I train. Bills, well, let's continue pouncing on Izuku, but his surprise was great since Izuku gives him a powerful blow to the stomach, causing him to vomit too much blood and fly, making a huge hole, causing Bills to fly, and Izuku stands in front of Bills and joins his hands. Izuku came James screaming and throwing a Kame James jaw that Bills could not dodge, causing him to fall to the ground, making a large crater. And everyone arrives and sees the large crater that Izuku made, and Izuku goes to see Bills. Izuku, Mr. Bills. Mr. Bills, somewhat worried, and sees Bills super unconscious. They're not running to help him, and takes him out of the crater. Love, are you okay? Said worried. Izuku, yes, but Bills said worried. Whis, calm down. Izuku is that when he gets tired he sleeps for hours. Izuku, really? Bills, sleeping peacefully. Trusk, Mom, why does Izuku have a tail? Izuku, QQQ, that's seeing his part of his back and sees that he had the tail of an ape. I am Inko, the giant monkey of sun. Izuku, wow, this is fascinating. Picoro, is not fascinating. Izuku, it is something that if you do not control it you can destroy everything. Izuku, I promise you that I will try hard to control it well, he said, smiling, and Inko hugs him. Inko, there, my baby, congratulations, you are already a great Saiyan, you have already mastered the Super Saiyan God, I am proud of you. Izuku, thank you, Mom, she said, smiling. So spending a nice family night, but Izuku was quietly eating cake and was very happy since he was able to give his gift to Bulma, which was a red blouse, but his girlfriends arrive and starting to grab her tail, making her let out a small moan. Rumi, oh, you didn't mean that she was super sensitive. Izuku, girl, stop, he said, blushing. Ryuko, at night we will make you ours, he said with lust. Chapter 10, Izuku vs. All for One. Narrator. Days would pass in which Bills recognized Izuku as a boy worthy of the Saiyans, and that is why he now got along super well with Izuku, and Goku was super happy because his grandson is already a Super Saiyan God. This Izuku did train a lot since he did not want to lose his power that was given to him, and in these weeks Izuku trained his girlfriends to also be Saiyans since he also wanted him to be strong, and the girls always bothered him by grabbing his tail and exciting him since they always had Hex at all hours, and Izuku discovered that his girlfriends liked each other since when he had Hex they kissed each other, and when he didn't they grabbed it secretly from him. It did not bother him anymore, rather he really liked that the girls get along very well and also love each other. And one day Izuku saw something that made him very happy with his girlfriends. Flashback. We see Izuku calmly in his house that Bulma gave so he can live with his girlfriends, and Izuku was calm looking at his phone, but someone grabs his tail. Izuku, Kaiaia, moaning like a Chinese monkey, and sees Namuri. Oh, sorry love, for squeezing so hard, giving him a French kiss and cleaning the saliva that came out with his tongue. Izuku, no love, first there we have to wait for you, Rumi and Ryuko, to pick up Eri from school, and we will do it as many times as they want, okay, but Namuri puts a blindfold on him. Namuri, calm down love, we are not going to have Hex without Ryuko. You and Rumi, since they move very well and suck it very well, she said, biting her lower lip the time she scissors with the girls when she had to wait her turn to have Hex with Izuku, blushing. Izuku then. Namuri, come, I have a surprise for you, taking Izuku's hand, and they began to leave the house and stop in one place, and Nemuri removes the blindfold and Izuku sees all his girlfriends. Izuku, hello my loves, what's up? Rumi, love, we have a great surprise that you are going to love. You will love it a lot, love. Izuku, okay, what, a little intrigued. Ryuko, you will see. They all close their eyes and concentrate, and Izuku sees that some stones begin to float, and he begins to shake a little, and in that the girls began to take out many yellow rays from all over their body, and in that a great gust of air became super large and Izuku could not see anything, and that's something that made him very happy, and wave his monkey tail from side to side since he sees his girlfriends who had the third phase of the Super Saiyan already active. That's dogs now, the girls are Saiyans. Izuku, there my loves are already beautiful, Saiyans said happily and moving his tail. Nemuri, and love how we look with the yellow in our hair. Izuku, they are super beautiful my loves, he said smiling and giving each one a kiss. You, although I look the same with my blonde hair. Izuku, but even so I love you very much and I love you all very much. Girls, there, thank you for that, we love you, and now grabbing Izuku's tail making him let out a small moan. Rumi, we will make you ours. Ryuko, and we will not stop until you get us pregnant. Nemuri, and we want them to be girls. You, and if a boy comes out you get us pregnant as many times as necessary so that you give us a girl, and that Eri has many brothers, they said in her ears, so that Eri did not hear, blushing a lot to Izuku. End of flashback. Since then Izuku trained more and more with his girlfriends so that they can reach his legendary level. And what does our yellow-haired person do now? Izuku's POV. Izuku and Eri were at the table since they were going to have dinner, and they were calm waiting for the girls, but the strangest thing is that it was already PM and they still had not arrived. This made Izuku worry a little. Eri, Dad, what time do they sell Curious Moms? Izuku, I don't know daughter, but I'm already worried. Something, taking his cell phone and dialing Nemuri, but it's sent to voicemail. This made him worry a little, but someone calls him. Izuku, well, answering. Krillin, Izuku, come quickly, come, it's important. Izuku, I'm hanging up. Daughter, stay here, I'm going to see what happens. Eri, okay Dad. So he teleports and everyone looks at Izuku a little worried. Izuku, what's happening? He said worriedly. Inko, son, look. Izuku saw and sees something that left him in shock since they were broadcasting the fight between All for One and All Might, but in the background there were some knocked out heroes and among them were Rumi, Ryuko, Nemuri, and you badly injured. Izuku, I have to go quickly, he said worriedly. Inko, go Izuku, save your fiancés. Izuku, I'm coming my loves. So he teleports and arrives and grabs all his girls and left, and he leaves them at Milk's house, and Izuku teleported again and looks at All Might super badly injured and skinny. AFO, tell me All Might, how does it feel that because of your great stupidity you have betrayed your successor? Look at you, if I had not betrayed him none of this would be happening. All Might, shut up, damn it, I will look for young Midoriya so that he forgives me and thus make me manage to enter the UA again. AFO, no, if I do it first, and I convince him to join us, so goodbye, symbol of peace, making his hand grow and throws it like All Might, but a strong blow sends him flying, and this was Izuku in his third phase of the Saiyan, while he had activated one for all that. AFO, who the hell did that? Izuku, it was me, idiot. AFO, wow, it wasn't hard to find, tell me why don't you join us so you can get revenge on all those who betrayed you? Izuku, of course not, since I don't want to let my family down by becoming a disgusting villain like you. AFO, then he dies, activating his other arm, and Izuku activates the Super Saiyan God. AFO, interesting power you have, I'll steal it from you. Izuku, it's not a gift, it's something I inherited from my family. AFO, as he is already dying, throwing his arm, but Izuku stops it in its tracks and sends it far away, and Izuku runs like that. AFO, and gives him a strong punch that sends him super far away, and Shigaraki takes advantage and was going to touch him, but Izuku sends him far away with a powerful cabal, and Izuku pounced on everyone, but Kurogiri takes them away, leaving only Izuku and AFO. AFO goes, seeing his chest that was somewhat damaged, and regenerates. This time I'll finish you, pouncing on Izuku, but Izuku punches him in the stomach, making him vomit blood, and Izuku gets behind him and kicks him and throws very powerful cabals at him that make many holes, but none of that worked. Izuku, but why don't you die? Said angrily. AFO, I'm tired of him, growing his arm more and throws it at him, and Izuku and AFO collided fists, and AFO's arm exploded into 1,000 pieces, making him scream in pain, and Izuku's arm was perfectly stable. But he sees that AFO was regenerating super fast and Izuku was ready for the next round, but then Bills arrives. Izuku, hey Mr. Bills, what are you doing here? Something confused. Bills, Nothing. Izuku wanted to meet the so-called second god of destruction, and I see that he is quite weak in my opinion. AFO. How dare you call me that damned shaved cat? I will kill you along with that idiot Midoriya, making his arm grow, and makes it grow much bigger, and throws it at both of them, but Bills stops him as if nothing. Bills, don't be too smart, with the boy approaching and raising his hand. Izuku, Mr. Bills, what are you doing? Confused. Bills caught eye. At that, AFO began to scream heartbreakingly and began to disappear, thus killing all for one. Bills, well, let's go. Izuku, I'm very hungry. Izuku, yes, let's go. Almight, young Midoriya, is it really you? Izuku, yes, and that you are going to put me in jail, he said seriously. Almight, I don't want you to go back to the UA, please, but Izuku throws a sphere at him. Izuku, there you have my answer. He left, leaving All Might alone, super sad. Why won't he return to the UA? Chapter 11. The Resurrection of Frisia. Meanwhile, in another place, we see a ship park in a great desert, and out comes none other than Sorbet and Tagoma, who had Pilaf, Mai, and Shu since they caught them for something. Sorbet, very well, brats, tell me how to summon Shalom. Pilaf, so, and what will we win if we help you? Sorbet, then I will give you a reward, but please summon Shalom. Shu, the truth is we do not know how to summon him. Tagoma, how surprised. Mai, if the truth is we do not know how to summon, since we only saw that it came out of nowhere. Pilaf, if the truth is we do not know how. Lying. Sorbet, brats, tell me how to summon Shalom, or I will annihilate them here and now. Angry, shooting for a while with his watch in front of the Mai. Is it okay, sir? Little one said with fear. Shu, Pilaf, summon him quickly with much fear. Pilaf, is it okay, with much fear, and approaches the Dragon Balls that had them all. Shu, fast. Pilaf. Pilaf, I'm coming, oh great Shalom, I summon you. Get out of there, screaming super loud, and suddenly it began to shake, and the sky darkened as he was about to leave. While in the city, Vidal, but what's happening? Confused. Gohan, but what, Mr. Piccolo, could it be that? Piccolo, someone summoned Shalom, but I don't know where. On the way back, we see that the place was still shaking. Mai, he's going to come out, he's coming, and that a great green dragon comes out, super big and long, and stands in front of everyone. Shalom, tell me who is the one who summoned me. Sorbet, me? Shalom, very well, what is your wish? Sorbet, we want to revive the great Emperor Frisia, screaming at the top of his lungs, but nothing happened. Tagoma, but what's happening? Shalom, sorry, I can't bring him back to life again. Sorbet, but why not? Confused. Shalom, since when he was alive he was pierced by the young Trusk with his sword and completely split him in half, therefore I can't bring him back like that. Sorbet, Tagoma, we still have that machine that repairs everything and puts the limbs back together again, right? Tagoma, yes sir, but are you thinking that with that machine we are going to make him like new? Confused. Sorbet, very well, then bring it like this. Shalom, okay. So some small lights are shown and all the organs and parts of Frisia, and Frisia's eye fall and look at everyone. My Shu, Pilaf, Aoy, screaming in fear. Shalom, okay, what wish do you want more? I don't remember how many wishes were asked for. Sorbet, well, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to resurrect Lord Frisia's father. Shu, I want 1,000,000 yen, screaming, and a wad of bills falls. Shalom, well, your wishes have already been granted, goodbye, raising the sphere. Sorbet, evil brats, he was going to hit them but was stopped by Tagoma. Tagoma, calm down, Mr. Sorbet, the important thing is that Mr. Freezer is here. Sorbet, it's true, let's go. So Sorbet and Tagoma left, leaving Mai, Shu, and Pilaf alone. Pilaf, but why did you ask for more money? Confused. Shu, well, it's that amount occurred to me. I didn't know what to do with so much money. Mai, the good thing is that we have money to buy food. Pilaf, yes, better, let's go eat. But above there was an alien who saw everything, and this was none other than Jocko, who saw everything. Jocko, it can't be. I have to tell Bulma and everyone. Meanwhile, in the ship, everyone was shocked since they put Freezer's remains into the machine, and it worked since Freezer was as if he hadn't died. Freezer, very well, finally, after almost a year I am finally. Soldiers returned. It is a pleasure that you are finally alive, Mr. Freezer, they said, bowing, and Freezer goes to the window. Freezer, and tell me what happened while I was in that damn hell, he said, annoyed, remembering hell. Sorbet, well, what happened is that there is a new Saiyan in the family. Freezer, really? Goku has a grandson, wow. And who is he, or what is his name? Sorbet, his name is Son Izuku, and I think he has already mastered his face of Super Saiyan God. The truth is that it surprised us since that boy can already kill someone with a single blow. The truth is that he is very powerful. Freezer, I want to go see him. the truth and see what happened to the Sun family, since I want to see if they are now more or less in that family. Sorbet, yes sir. So everyone went to Earth. With Jocko, he arrived at the Capsule Corporation and arrived and entered in a hurry. Jocko. Hello, good morning, I come to see Miss Bulma please, he said kindly, but inside he was super worried because he did not know if Frieza would arrive soon. Secretary. I'm sorry, Mrs. Bulma is super busy right now. Jocko. Please, I have to notify Bulma of something super worrying and very important. Then Bulma arrives. Bulma. Oh hi Jocko, what's up? Jocko. Hi Bulma, it's good that you're here, I have to tell you something very important that you don't want, but we can go outside. Bulma. Okay. So the two left. Bulma. And what do you want to tell me, say? Jocko. Do you remember Frieza, the most powerful being of all and the most dangerous of all? Bulma. Yes, he is already dead since my son from the future killed him. Jocko. But you saw that the sky darkened right for a few moments. Bulma. If someone summoned Shillong, wait, don't tell me that. Jocko. That's right, someone summoned Shillong, and now he comes to Earth with now I don't know what time he comes, but he's coming. Bulma. What he said, shocked. Jocko. Yes, and I think he's almost close. Bulma. Not there, and my son is off the planet, said super nervous. Jocko. I don't think he saw his son Trusk playing with Bra. Bulma. I mean my nephew, who I consider my son, Izuku's son. Jocko. Who is that? Bulma. He's my little nephew, he is a great hero, and he is a Saiyan since he masters all the Kael he needs to reach Goku's level, but he does not want the power of the Saiyan to do evil, but he wants to be a great hero, the symbol of peace for all. Jocko. And can I meet him? Bulma. Wait, here I go for something, running to his corporation, and comes back with a bowl of ice cream. Jocko. And that confused. Bulma. You'll see him lifting the ice cream. Mr. Bills was come, here is the ice cream that you like too much, he said, calm down. And they always come right away, I think they are exploring a new planet, or something like that, I'd better call the others to see if they come to help us. Calling Krillin. With Krillin. Thief. Haha, robbing those heroes was too easy, but Krillin was chasing them on his motorcycle. Thief. No, there comes a policeman, lose him. Thief. That's what I do, accelerating, but Krillin teleported in front of them, making them stop. Thief. Hey idiot, watch where you're going. Thief. Yes idiot, be more careful. Krillin. They are telling me to be careful, rather you should have it by hitting the thieves who fall off the motorcycle. Krillin. They are scoundrels because they use their quirks for evil. Thieves. We are very sorry, please do not hurt us, seriously please we beg you, they said with fear because of Krillin's strength, but they call Krillin. Krillin. Hello, this is Krillin, you know you cannot call me when I am working, talking on the phone, and the thieves were going to escape, but Krillin knocks them both out with a simple hit. Krillin. Sorry, I'm a little busy now, what's happening? Bulma. Bulma. Freezer has resurrected, surely he comes for Izuku to take him, said super nervous. Krillin. Calm down Bulma, Izuku is too strong for you to capture, calm down, but seriously Freezer is alive, said shocked. Bulma. Yes, and he comes to Earth and approaches the northern mountains, there we will see each other. Krillin. Okay, I'm going to Heya hanging. Freezer just resurrected, he said shocked. With Inko and her dad. Inko and Goku were calmly taking out the crops in a hurry, like this, until they finished. Inko. Go the harvest this time if it was good. Goku. Well, I grew many since your mother told me to grow many, or else she will not give me permission to train. And that milk arrives. Milk. Daughter, they call you on the phone. Inko. Who will it be taking her phone? Well, Bulma. Inko, where is your son? Worried. Inko. Well, he is with his girlfriends on Whis' planet training with Whis. Why curious? Bulma. It's Freezer has just resurrected again, she said nervously. Inko. Seriously, don't joke, she said half worried. Bulma. I'm not joking, he's already coming to Earth. And it's good that Izuku is on Whis' planet, she said relieved. Inko. And where does he come from? Bulma. According to Jocko, he says he'll be in the southern mountains. Inko. Okay, I'll be here hanging. Dad, we have a problem. Freezer has just resurrected and is coming to Earth, and I think he's coming for Izuku, but at least Izuku is on Whis' planet, she said seriously. Goku. Then there is no need to avoid that. Freezer remains alive so that he does not take Izuku far away. Inko. I'm going to prepare by going to the house. Meanwhile, on the planet of Whis and Bills, Whis was super calm and dodges a kick from Mirko that came towards her along with a blow from Yu, who had the phase of the Saiyan, and Whis was flying calmly while dodging the blows of Yu, and Rumi and Amuri and Ryuko come out of the bushes and were going to hit Whis from behind, but Whis teleported, causing the girls to collide with each other, and Izuku arrives and begins to hit Whis, which he dodged along with Rumi's blows. And Whis would just dodge them easily, but Izuku was going to hit him, but Whis sends him far away and Rumi sends her crashing into the water, and Ryuko arrives and started hitting her, and Nemuri arrives and Whis makes the two collide. Ryuko: Nemuri, we have to make a strategy, he is super fast. Nemuri: me first, and you later, flying towards Whis, but Whis takes his hand and sends her crashing into the water, and Rumi arrives and was going to kick him, but Whis grabs him and sends her flying into some flowers. Whis: they're but poor flowers. You, stop making fun of us, she said angrily and hitting her, but Whis grabs her hand and sends her far away, and everyone arrives and starts hitting Whis, but Whis would dodge in the calmest and most calm way until she grabs everyone's hands. Whis: very well girls, enough for today, he said smiling, and everyone gets off, and Izuku, Ryuko, Rumi, Nemuri and you were super tired. Whis: wow, when will the day be where you can surpass me? I even had time to give you my autograph, he said smiling, and the girls saw that in their hero costumes they had an autograph on their chest, and Izuku too, and his hero costume was Goku's the same costume. Rumi: wow, this is incredible, seriously, your speed is surprising. Nemuri: not that you say it, this is amazing. Whis: I see that you girls take care of each other, starting to walk like everyone else. Rumi: what do you mean? Whis: why did it seem curious to me that Nemuri rushed at Ryuko first, and Ryuko rushed after her, and you and Rumi coordinated your attacks to the point that you coordinated super well. I'm glad that you love each other very much, and especially you, Izuku said smiling. Izuku: and why do you say that? It's curious. Whis: well, in the Saiyan culture, women take care of men more and love them very much, and men give their lives for them, and I was very surprised that you, Izuku, had more than one girlfriend. And why is it curious, since I did not know why Izuku had girlfriends? Izuku: well, they love me and decided to share me, and I am very happy. The truth is, I do not complain about anything, she said happily and hugging her girlfriends. Rumi: I am glad that our Saiyan culture is very beautiful, she said smiling, giving Izuku a kiss, as well as Ryuko, you and Nemuri. Whis: and tell me, Izuku, how are you doing with your tail? You have not transformed yet. Izuku: well, the truth is, not yet. My grandfather told me that I need a great deal of anger to be able to activate it and transform. And Rumi: don't do it, he said with a dark aura, making Rumi stop. Since Rumi wanted to touch Izuku's tail, that's when Bills arrives. Bills: what's all? That scandal doesn't let me sleep. Achua sneezing and throwing a petite ball of Kahu. Everyone dodges and crashes into a planet, destroying it in 1,000 heavy. Izuku: that was close, said super nervous. You: but why did he do that, said terrified. Whis: is it normal that he does that? Once we were without light for days and I had to make a new sun from scratch, seeing Bills who hangs from a tree. Izuku: wow, seriously, and from scratch you had to make the sun? Surprised. Bills: that's right, Izuku. Bills: hey, what are you doing here, said something annoyed. Izuku: ah, sir, Bills, is that I wanted to train a little with Whis, that's all. Bills: what are you planning, boy? Are you thinking of becoming the new god of destruction? Izuku: you are wrong, sir, I want to be a god, not a god of destruction, a god who is a hero for everyone, he said proudly, being hugged by his loved ones who sighed in love. Bills: and tell me, Whis, that you brought me food, seriously. Whis: well, I brought him something called pizza from Earth. He wants to try it. Bills: okay, it sounds like something new. I want to eat it. Meanwhile on Earth, Goku, Inko, Vegeta, Piccolo, Rashi, Krillin were there. That's when Tenshinhan and Gohan arrive. Tenshinhan: well, when I saw your messages, what happens? Inko: Freezer has just been resurrected and I think he's coming for Izuku. Goku: the good thing is that he is on Whis's planet that I hope no one has called Whis, seriously transforming into his Ultra Instinct phase. Vegeta: if they take him or try to kill him, there will be no ignoring us. At that point Bulma arrives in Jaco's ship. Bulma: that she has already arrived, said something scared. Jaco: how strange, the coordinates told me that Freezer would be here. At that point the ground begins to shake very strongly and everyone looked at the sky and they see how Freezer's ship enters the field and too many soldiers begin to come out and Freezer comes out in his little ship. Bulma: there are not too many. Vegeta: too weak, I would say, said mockingly. Freezer: hello everyone, you missed me, said smiling terrifyingly. Inko: who would miss you, damn murderer? Gohan: what have you come for, seriously? Freezer: Well, it is that I have heard the rumor that Goku has a son and that he is the last of the Saiyans, and the truth is I want to fight with him since they told me that he is at the level of Goku and Vegeta. Bulma, then look, he is at the level of my husband and Goku, so my son can defeat you super easily, said mockingly. Freezer, well, if that's what you say, then I want to know him more and I hope that I don't kill him or take him so that he joins me and becomes part of my army, said mockingly. Rashi, we will not let you harm my student, he said seriously, getting drunk. Freezer, well, I'll wait for him to come, I'll give you just a minute, and I hope he comes, call him. Bulma, 1 minute, that's not fair. Freezer, then it will be just a minute. Bulma, that is nothing, my son will kill you again. Britu, screaming super loud. Freezer, how about we start right now? Sorbet, attention, attack now, screaming and all the soldiers rushed towards them. They are with Izuku. He was very calm, but Whis receives a call from a psychic. Whis, what's happening? Psychic, they called Earth. They say it is urgent since Izuku is very important since Freezer wants to see him. Bills, and how did he revive if he is super dead eating pizza? Izuku, better go. It won't be something important, he should be there. Besides, I have a surprise for my grandfather and my mom, he said smiling. You, seriously love, and how curious. Izuku, it's a surprise love. Whis, well then let's go at once, Mr. Bills, he's coming with us. Bills, I'm okay, finishing the pizza and going to where everyone was. Izuku, well let's go like this teleporting to the planet. Meanwhile on Earth, all of the sun were super intact as if nothing had happened, but on the other hand all of Frieza's soldiers were super hurt, and with broken bones. Vegeta, see lost now go away. Soldier, sorry Mr. Frieza they are too strong said super hurt. Frieza, I don't care about that anymore. The truth making a huge ball of Ka and would throw it, and Goku and Vegeta were going to stop her, but some whips of various colors and grabs everyone and raises them very high, and it was Izuku who had his colored whips come out, and puts his family far away and stands in front of Frieza. Izuku, well here I am. Frieza, perfect so you can see your potential, but I have a surprise for you. At that the ground begins to shake and you looked at Frieza who was levitating super high, and a great golden flash begins and you looked at Frieza in his golden form. Freezer, I present to you my golden phase now it's called Golden Freezer, and tell me which ones you mastered said mockingly. Izuku, in fact I have a surprise for everyone. Freezer, I hope so but I hope Bills doesn't interrupt but see that Bills starts eating ice cream. Bills, well what are you waiting to fight eating ice cream? Freezer, that he doesn't plan to interrupt the fight confused. Bills, I am the god of destruction I don't care he's eating ice cream. Izuku, well let's let Mr. Bills eat quietly if ice cream is my turn. In that the sky begins to turn black and suddenly a great blue glow, and you see Izuku who had his blue hair. Inko, no really she said surprised. Goku, I reached my legendary god level he said shocked. Vegeta, that's my nephew he said smiling. Izuku, this is the face I had as a surprise he said smiling. Freezer, I see that you are already at Goku's level and I think Bardock and Giant would be proud of you. Izuku, how do you know their names confused? Freezer, I was the one who killed them along with the Saiyan planet he said with impudence shocked to Izuku. Why is Freezer the murderer of his great-grandparents? Izuku, no it's not true he said shocked and in shock and bringing tears to eyes. Freezer, that's right I was the one who killed that disgusting race of damned so-called gods but they are a bunch of idiots who only made me feel sorry for why did I lie to them that I would not harm them, and the poor things believed it he said very shamelessly making Izuku start to get very angry feeling a huge ka. Rashi, this does not look good getting thin. Goku, wait it will not be worried. Ryuko, what thing? Bills, this is going to get interesting eating ice cream. Izuku, screaming super loud and transforms into a huge gorilla whose mane was blue and lunged at Freezer but Freezer would throw balls but Izuku grabs him and slams him against the ground and begins to hit Freezer many times which he gets out of the crater and runs away and throws a Genkodama but did nothing to Izuku in his gorilla form and began to hit Freezer brutally. Piccolo, quick there you have to do something or you'll lose focus and will finish us all. You, that's what I'm doing see Nemuri grabbing Nemuri. And he grows and runs to Izuku and grabs him with all his strength while Nemuri was on Izuku's shoulder. Izuku love reacts it's me trying to stop him from hitting Freezer but Izuku heard him. Nemuri, I hope this works taking out a huge cloud of his quirk who goes to Izuku's nose and he faints and detransforms and everyone goes to help. Krillin, where did Freezer go? but they see that Freezer's ship was very high. Inko, well, the important thing is to help Izuku. So everyone left from there. What they didn't know is that the heroes saw everything and put a tracker on your suit. Chapter 12 Izuku, Midnight, Empty Lady, Mirko, Ryukyu vs. Class 2A. Narrator. We see Izuku waking up little by little after that, and the first thing he sees is his girlfriends, Inko, Milk, Eri, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Goku, Bulma and Vegeta, and the girls hug Izuku. That was something very dangerous. Love, do not transform again. Hugging Izuku. Izuku, what happened? Confused. Piccolo, what happened? Izuku, is that I do not know what made you upset, but you transformed into a big gorilla that began to roar, and you began to hit Freezer horribly in a horrific way that I do not know how he is still alive. The truth. Izuku, sorry if I hurt someone. Krillin, calm down. Izuku, nobody got hurt fortunately, said smiling. Izuku, okay Krillin, but why did you cut your hair? Curious, since Krillin no longer had hair. Krillin, it is that I like not having hair, and it also helps me because my hair gets in the way as it is lazio. Izuku, good point. Eri, Mom, what do you have in your boot? Talking to Nemuri, and Nemuri, look at her heel, had a tracker. Nemuri, really, why don't they leave us alone? Inko, are they from the UA, right? Nemuri, yes, it seems like they are looking for us, or rather Izuku. Rumi, and what are we going to do with those idiots? Inko, let's pay a little visit to that school. I'm going with you. Inko. Ryuko, me too. Rumi, count me in. Mother-in-law. Nemuri, I'm going too. Izuku, you know that I'm also going to thank my true friends. Goku, I can go, he said smiling. Inko, okay Dad. Vegeta, I'm also going to tell those insects that they are big idiots. Bulma, I'm going too. Inko, well, let's all. So teleporting outside of Nizu's office and open it, and saw all the heroes who were super surprised that Izuku was there. Izuku, hello, seriously, but Bakugu runs and hugs him and picks him up, taking out a drop of sweat to all. Bakugu, bucking nerd, where the hell were you and where did you hide after that cat killed All For One? Izuku, I miss you too much, he said smiling, reciprocates the hug. Uraraka, hello love, he was going to kiss him, but he receives a super powerful kick that made him take out all the air and spit out some blood. Mirko, don't come near our boyfriend again, said annoyed. Uraraka, but what are you talking about, silly? He's my boyfriend. Super hurt. Ryukyu, rather he was your boyfriend because now he is our love, said it would be. Uraraka, wait, does it mean that Izuku Midoriya you were unfaithful to me, said annoyed. Bulma, it doesn't fit in your head that you cheated on him, fat. Uraraka, who are you? Bulma, well, I am Izuku's aunt. All are. Vegeta, his true last name, a last name worthy of the Saiyans and the future Saiyan king, said seriously. Ida, he is a Saiyan, he will be nothing, just useless, and besides he is a Saiyan, said mockingly. Vegeta, a Saiyan is an all-powerful god that not even All For One can kill him, but the god Bills the Destroyer arrived and killed him. At least thank Izuku that you are still alive. Seriously. Almight, you who are from Izuku, so you can talk to us like that, serious and angry. Izuku, you are my family. Almight, we are. They are. My grandfather is a god and my uncle is a demigod. The two of them can finish off Shigaraki without problems, what you will never be able to. Why do I think you gave the one for all to Ida, said seriously. Almight, how do you know that? Izuku, my girlfriend Nemuri told me everything, that he became a damn arrogant piece of shit who only seeks fame and not to help everyone, said seriously, and Ida gets up and was going to lunge at Izuku but was stopped by All Might, who I felt it again. Midnight, well, we came because what would they be looking for us for? Nizu, we want young Midoriya, young Sun, to come back to the UA again. Izuku, no. That surprised all the heroes because they thought that Izuku would accept again. Nizu, but why? Confused. Izuku, why? Thanks to my girlfriends I am already a hero and now I am very happy with what I am, said calmly. Nizu, oh, I see, young Sun. Izuku, but I do not know, worry director, when I have children they will enter here to the UA, he said smiling. Nizu, it is fine and we want to thank you for helping us with All For One. Vegeta, the mouse has more consideration than Izuku is a great hero than that idiot, pointing at Ida, but Ida, already furious, stands up. Ada, Midoriya challenged you to a fight, said angrily. Izuku, you against me, said mockingly. Ida, that's it, you against us. If you win we will leave you alone, and if we win you will return to the UA, and you will give me the one for all, and you are sorry, he said smiling arrogantly. Izuku, I accept as long as you show that I'm not weak anymore, he said seriously. Minutes later, we see everyone standing in front of Izuku, Empty Lady, Midnight, Mirko and Ryukyu, who were calm waiting for them to finish, and Izuku's friends were not there, and the others were in the stands. Vegeta, what time does it start? Izuku, what time do we start? Tired of waiting. Ida, I will defeat you and you will come back with me, said arrogantly. Izuku, yes, whatever, who starts? Ida lunged at Izuku, but Izuku stops him as if it were nothing and sends him far away, and Mina began to throw everyone, and Izuku teleported in front of her and gives her a small blow that faints her, and Mineta grabs Midnight with his balls. Mineta, you're I was about to touch Midnight's breasts, but Izuku gets in front of him and hits him hard in the stomach, making me vomit too much blood, and kicks him. Then Kaminari arrives and was about to touch Mirko, but Ryukyu sends him away with a punch and sends him crashing into a wall, finishing them all off. Ida, enough, activating the Onda for all to the maximum. Almight, no, young Ida, don't do it, said nervously. Izuku, as if that's how you want it, it's fine, activating the one for all also to the maximum, and the two collided fists, making a big wave, and it looked like Ida had his arm completely purple and Izuku's was intact, and Ida faints from the pain. Izuku, I win, I'm leaving. Uraraka, no, you are mine and no one else's, so come here, she said, annoyed, but receives a blow from Rumi, who sends him away. Ryukyu, how annoying. Izuku, well, we're leaving, everyone sad because Izuku won't return to the UA. Already at night, Rumi was kissing Izuku very passionately and was wearing a very hexy red lingerie, and Ryuko was licking his super marked abdomen, and Namiri, and you were giving him a super nice blowjob since they used a lot of output, and what made them strange since Izuku had hour without coming. Rumi, love, you kiss really well, kissing him again. Ryuko, love, we want to tell you that Rumi and Ryuko entered our mating stage, meaning we are in heat, so a little blushed. Izuku, of course I will help you with your problem, calm down love, I will help you with that problem, kissing Ryuko. All, that's why we love throwing themselves at Izuku, and Izuku received many kisses from all his girlfriends while many hearts floated. Meanwhile, in another place, perfect, my creation is already done, he said, smiling. Don't even say it, besides we made them perfect. Very good, now we are your teachers, and now go for Izuku, they are black. Izuku said seriously. My master, that's what I plan to do, leaving a cave and starting to fly. Chapter 13, Izuku, Midnight, Empty Lady, Mirko and Ryukyu vs. the Black. Narrator. It would be weeks since Izuku and his girlfriends had humiliated Class A, and in these weeks the UA fell a little in its popularity, thus calling it the weakest academy of all, and in these weeks something happened that you would never forget. Flashback. We see Izuku, Midnight, Empty Lady sitting while Midnight had Eri on her lap in a large hall where there were the top heroes including Mirko and Ryukyu who were on a large stage. Presenter. Today is a great day because today we will name the new hero that joins the list of the top heroes. Empty Lady. I'm not surprised I'm never there, said half sad. Izuku. But I think that by next year you can be there, calm love, one day you will be there, he said, smiling, making Empty Lady kiss him. Empty Lady. Thank you love, you always encourage me, that's why I love you, said smiling. Presenter. And the one who will be at the top is Empty Lady. Empty Lady. What the hell, screaming, super surprised. Izuku. I told you love, he said smiling. Empty Lady. I am a top heroine, said through tears. Izuku. Yes love, congratulations, she said smiling, and Empty Lady goes to the stage and hugs Mirko and Ryukyu. Empty Lady. Yes, I am a top heroine, she said, super happy and jumping and shedding tears of happiness. End of flashback. Since that day she was very happy, and a top heroine always had hex with her yellow hair, and now they were unstoppable. And what do they do now? POV, our couple. They were on top of a statue as they were watching some trucks that were parking, but they looked very suspicious since they brought people with heavy weapons, and only the guards and some police officers have them, but they looked very suspicious, and then they start to hear shots. Izuku, let's go now. Mirko. Time to break bones, he snapped his neck and they all flew out and went in through the top. They go down and hide in a higher part since it was a very large bench, and Izuku grabs one with his colored whips. Izuku. My whips tell the whole truth about you, now tell me who they are seriously. Minions. We are a terrorist group that worked for the League of Villains, and they send us here because if it is the most powerful bank in all of Japan, then all the idiot heroes will come who only want money, fame and success. And we put a bomb that has the blood of that brat. They have seconds left, hehe, they will not arrive in time, but it falls since they ran out looking for the bomb. Boss. Finally a new era begins from now on because an era without Quirks is already fed up with these damn heroes, said annoyed. At that Mirko arrives and breaks the door, seeing that there were many inmates, and a henchman starts shooting, but she would dodge it, and begins to hit the henchmen, breaking their bones, but sees that there were only seconds left. But someone hits her on the head, and everyone was surprised since it did not move. Mirko, that's all, giving him a blow to the stomach that makes him vomit blood, and Mirko sees that he had seconds left. At that, he activates his face and grabs the briefcase and takes a big jump and gives him a super blow that sends him super high and explodes, saving everyone, and the boss grabs a machine gun, scaring everyone. Boss, I would have liked my plan to work, but the heroes came, so I finished the job myself and was about to shoot and starts shooting, but Ryukyu and Empty Lady arrive. Ryukyu had his claws and dodged the bullet, and the boss starts shooting like crazy until he ran out of cartridges, seeing that the people were still alive and without any injuries. Boss, I see it, and I don't believe it. Who are you? He said, surprised. Empty Lady, Ryukyu, Mirko, we are Saiyans, throwing a ball of Ka that sends it far away. Empty Lady, calm down, you are already safe. Mirko, I'm going to see Midnight and Izuku. Can you give me ideas for the hero name for Izuku, please? Mirko went to Izuku and Amiri and saw a large pile of henchmen very badly injured and super hurt. In that, Mirko grabs Midnight's buttocks, which she moaned a little, and turns around and gives her a kiss of pure love. Izuku, me, I'm glad you love each other, said smiling. Mirko, Midnight, yes, we love each other very much, but we love you more, throwing herself on Izuku and giving him lots of kisses, but Mirko and Midnight put their tongues in and ran their tongues over Izuku's mouth. Izuku, now my love's that at night, he said, blushing and stopping Namuri's hand, who was about to touch Izuku's tail. Mirko, we better take those fools to jail. Midnight, let's go. So they took all the inmates and the boss to an ambulance, since they were half dead and had to be hospitalized, and then to jail, and everyone applauded for the wonderful act they did. Izuku, Midnight, Empty Lady, Mirko, Ryukyu and the fly out and reach a roof. Mirko, what a boring day, we only caught those criminals and it's Saturday, said Bored. Midnight, not that you say it, we should be, I don't know, at the cinema watching a movie with Eri or playing with Eri or resting, said Bored. Ryukyu, do you remember when we played princesses with Eri and Rumi? I wanted to play what Rapunzel was, laughing to remember that tender scene. Mirko, I wanted to be Rapunzel since we both have super long hair, said half blushing. Empty Lady, there, how cute you looked that day, said smiling. But the girls feel something on her neck and see that she had a nice chain, and saw that it was the letter that began her name. Izuku, it's a small gift that I wanted to give to all my loved ones, said smiling, making them all scream like little Chinese monkeys and throw themselves to kiss Izuku all over the face. Mirko, their love, thank you for this beautiful detail, said super happy. Midnight, I loved it very much, my love. Empty Lady, I will take care of it with all my soul. Ryukyu, I will never take it away from you for anything in the world. Izuku, you liked it, right? Girls, we loved hugging Izuku, cracking his bones and teleporting to you, you know, with Inko. Inko, how happy I am. I took a great weight off my shoulders, our secret of the Saiyans. My son is already a great Saiyan and a great hero, and I have wonderful daughters-in-law who love my son too much, and very soon I will have many grandchildren, he said, super happy. Milk, I don't know why I feel that something is going to happen. Bulma, what do you mean, curious Milk? Milk, I feel that something is going to happen with Izuku, Goku and Vegeta, that the of them have to fight and do the function. Inko, but at least Izuku has already mastered all the phases of my dad, he said smiling. Milk, I think I only feel that, but I hope nothing bad happens. But suddenly in the sky a ship appears and crashes into Bulma's yard, and they go to see what happened, and they saw none other than Trusk, already grown up, coming out. Bulma, son, grabbing him. Inko, I will call everyone. With Izuku, he was in a lit room. In red, putting on his clothes and leaving the room, super blushed, and reaches a roof, and his girls arrive to him. Ryukyu, already love, do not be like that. Izuku, okay, I understand that you love me very much, and that makes me love you very much, but it was necessary for you to put a collar on me and bite me, leaving me many bites, and that I drank your milk from your breasts, and everywhere they licked me, super blushed. Midnight, well, it's that we crave you too much to the point of eating you, and you know in a relationship if the boyfriend or girlfriend craves the other, that means that we are very hungry for the other, he said sincerely. Empty Lady, and a question, love, how good is our milk? Izuku would only blush a lot and cover his face with his hands since he did not want to answer that question. Empty Lady, we will take your Hexy silence as she is super good, perfect, our babies will love it very much, he said smiling, blushing a lot at Izuku, who had a huge waterfall of blood coming out, but Izuku's phone starts to ring and Izuku answers. Izuku, hello, a little blushing. Bulma, Izuku, come quickly, I need everyone to come quickly, it's urgent. Izuku, oh let's go, I left a little worried and I was not blushing anymore. Mirko, what's wrong love? Izuku, my aunt calls me urgently. Ryukyu, then let's go. They teleported to the Capsule Corporation and arrived at the patio where they saw everyone looking at a person. Izuku, Aunt Bulma, what's wrong? Something worried. Bulma, how good that you came. Izuku, it's that my son arrived. Izuku, that his son, but if Trusk is playing with Eri, a little confused. Bulma, I'm not talking about that, look, pointing to Big Trusk. Izuku, but what did he say? Super confused. Bulma, look Izuku, if the Trusk of the future comes here there is danger in a universe. Izuku, he comes from another universe. Surprised. Inko, that's right son, but I don't know why he's here. If it's because of Freezer, then finding him and killing him would be. In that Trusk wakes up. Trusk, and where am I? Confused. Izuku, hello, are you okay? Trusk said something worried, but Trusk was very surprised and got angry when he remembered Black Izuku and takes out his sword and places it on his neck. Trusk, you damn murderer, I will kill you, said angrily. Bulma, hey, slapping Trusk, what's wrong with you? Why do you do that to Izuku? It would be. Trusk, why did this bastard kill my whole world? He said angrily. Izuku, but what are you talking about? Confused. Goku, wait, what happened in your universe? Trusk, what happened is that he couldn't finish since his radar started to sound very loud, and he looks that something was here and showed in a small mom where it was. Inko, what's happening? Curious. Trusk, they are already here, he said super preopt. Vegeta, who are here? Confused. Trusk, I should go start flying. Izuku, hey wait, starting to fly, and so everyone followed him until they saw a huge purple portal. Izuku, not there, the League of Villains activating the one for all to the maximum, and the red god face. Rashi, it seems that he wants us to enter. I don't know, maybe it's a trap that wants us to enter. Empty lady, I'm getting giant, and Rashi, a large waterfall of blood comes out of his nose and screams like crazy, receiving a blow from Bulma, and Inko began to enter little by little and was about to enter completely but received a punch from something giant. Izuku, lover screaming super preopt. Ryukyu, not there, transforming into dragon and was going to attack the thing that attacked Empty Lady, but some kind of other dragon grabs her and slams her against the floor, and they drag them to the portal. Goku, quickly activating the blue super god phase. Krillin, there we go. Ryuko, you. Izuku, there I go, my loves, entering the portal, seeing that the dragon had Ryuko and was going to cut her neck with its claws, but a kick from Mirko sends her super far since she had phase and sends her flying. Mirko, Ryuko, are you okay? She said worriedly. Izuku, love, are you okay? He said super worried. Ryukyu, yes, I'm fine, standing up. But who are they? Midnight, and where are you? He said worriedly. Trusk, maybe those bastards have it. Izuku, wait, I feel something big nearby. Krillin, me too. I also think the front is coming more. Izuku, yes, I feel it too. So everyone began to follow the super powerful Ka and arrived where Black Izuku was, and Empty Lady was on the ground badly injured. Black Izuku, I told you I wanted Izuku, not you, he said angrily. Sorry, but that fool came in first, we thought it was an enemy. It's that we wanted to impress you, Izuku-kun said sadly. Black Izuku, well okay, now the only purpose is to look for Izuku and in the meantime taking out some whips. I think I'll kill her at once, but a sphere of Ka sends him far away, making him upset. Black Izuku, you again, damn. My, I won't let you kill anyone else, she said angrily, activating phase of the Saiyan. Black Izuku, then I'll kill you. I was going to throw a ball of Ka, but Izuku sends him far away. Izuku, I won't let you kill more people, he said seriously. Black Izuku, oh my god, really is it you? He said super happy under his mask. Izuku, yes, it's me. Izuku, what do you want from me? He said seriously. Black Izuku, wow, really? I know me, I said happily. Izuku, what do you mean? Confused by that, Black Izuku takes off his mask, revealing that he was the same person, surprising Izuku and everyone with reason. Trusk wanted to kill him. Izuku, but what? Black Izuku, I finally meet Goku's grandson, this is incredible, he said smiling macabrely. Izuku, I do not care if we are the same person, I will kill you, activating the red god phase. Black Izuku, it will be a pleasure to kill you, activating his pink face. Izuku, I will kill you for ending this universe, he said seriously. So the two pounced on each other, and Mirko pounced on one of them, and Ryukyu pounced on him in his dragon form, and Midnight pounced on another, until Mirko gives Barrios a punch to the person who was only defending himself, and at the same time attacked with a cabal, and Mirko would dodge them, but with a carelessness the person who attacked Mirko receives a powerful kick that makes him drop his mask. Mirko, I think you wear a mask because you are very horrible, he said mockingly. Why do you make fun of me if we are the same, he said sinisterly and making some big bunny ears come out. Bulma, it can't be, it won't be. Mirko, who are you, serious, activating his face. That you don't know me, I am the great and the heroine of the top, Mirko said, smiling, revealing Black Mirko. Black Ryukyu. Well girls, they already discovered us taking off their masks, revealing a clone of Ryukyu but with black hair like Midnight, who had a very tight leather suit, and Empty Lady had black hair. Black. What's wrong, Mirko? That doesn't surprise you, we are the same person, he said, smiling macabrely. Mirko, this is not possible, but how is it that you are me, he said, shocked. Black Mirko. Well, our master created us to perfection, and how good that I have a good body to please my husband, she said, calmly grabbing her breasts. Mirko, you are a monster, you killed many people, I cannot finish since. Black Mirko grabs her and sends her crashing into a ruined building, causing a lot of debris to fall. Mirko, I will defeat you, damn bitch, for what you did to this universe. Black Mirko, and you know what I did to that brat. Mirko, who? Eri said, shocked. Black Mirko, yes, she said, smiling macabrely. Mirko, what did you do to her? Where is my daughter? What did you do to my daughter? She said angrily. Black Mirko, let's say that she is already sleeping eternally. Mirko, you killed her, she said, shocked, already understanding what she said, and began to shed tears. Black Mirko, rather we did it, hee 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 hee, it was very funny to see her scream and cry, you should have seen her face, hee hee, she said, laughing like crazy, making Rumi begin to cry in silence since Black Mirko killed her daughter and anger began to accumulate in her body. Black Mirko, good that brat already is dead, was not a worthy Saiyan for us, said brazenly. Mirko, shut up, hitting her super hard, pushing her away, and Mirko begins to get too angry to the point that she began to scream. Mirko, screaming with fury, and begins to shine red, and everyone was very surprised since Rumi reached the red god face, and Mirko looked at Black Mirko with immense fury and brought tears to her eyes. Mirko, you're going to wish you were never born, I'll kill you, damn it, for killing what I love most in the world, which is my daughter. Eri's son, angry and bringing tears to her eyes. Black Mirko, you really mastered that technique, look at mine transforming into its pink phase. Mirko, I'll kill you. Black Mirko, what, wait, damn, I can't finish since Mirko punches her, that sends her far away. Black Ryukyu, well, I hope you give me a fight. Ryukyu, you I will send to hell, transforming into his face. Black Midnight, let's see who is stronger of the two, taking out his aroma that was poison and transforming into his pink phase. Midnight, I will win so you can see that I am the strongest of all, transforming into his face, and they all pounced on the others. With Izuku and Black Izuku were fighting super hard since they both had their most powerful forms, and they hit everyone, but Black Izuku was super strong, and in a careless moment Izuku was sent flying by a Kamehameha from Black Izuku and sends him crashing into some buildings, but Izuku recovered and the two collided fists, making Black Izuku angry and begin to increase his strength, and sends Izuku flying, but Izuku would throw a huge ball of at him, causing them to crash into some buildings. Black Izuku, wow, the great Izuku Midoriya, I mean Izuku is the strongest of all, look at you, you are very weak, look at your arms, you are extremely hurt, but how weak you are, the truth said mockingly. Black Mirko, Midnight, Ryukyu, Empty Lady, falling from the sky since the girls defeated them. Mirko, did you see that I finished you, damn, said it would be. Midnight, no one will ever kill me, I am strong thanks to my husband. Empty Lady, thanks to my Izuku and my daughter I am strong. Ryukyu, damn assassins, no one hurts my princess money. You would be. Black Izuku, my love's running towards them and throwing balls of towards the girls who move away. Black Ryukyu, love I'm dying, said super weak. Black Mirko, my love I'm super bad, spitting blood. Black Empty Lady, my love help us. Black Midnight, my love I love you, my love I will always love you, was about to close his eyes, but Izuku lifts her up. Black Izuku, calm down love, I'm going to help you by putting an earring on it, and also him, and the two of them kiss, and the two of them join in one body, and Black Izuku now had blue locks. Black Izuku, now you will know what our true phase is, a powerful one, lifting her girlfriends and puts on the earrings, and the two of them join in a united kiss, and the of them join in one body, and now Black Izuku had rabbit ears, he had brown skin, he had sharp teeth, and he had claws. Black Izuku, we call this form Izumo, a great function, and the name that we will put our first child, talking all in the same body, and would throw several cabals that everyone dodges. Vegeta, hey Izuku, put this on, giving it an art. Izuku, don't tell me that by putting on the earring. Goku, We will do the Izuku function. Izuku okay. Vegeta, okay, here we go. Goku Izuku Vegeta function aha joining his fingers and they transformed into the same body that was Goku's body but with Izuku's face and Vegeta's hair, and it was super something. Blacks, that's all ha 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 they think about defeating us with that, he said laughing like crazy. Gogeta. We will finish you because now we are the function of all powerful and supreme gods that we will kill you now, he said seriously. Blacks, there yes that fear, he said mockingly, and seeing that Gogeta floats and stands in front of him. Blacks, let this battle begin. So Blacks pounced on Gogeta and gives him a small one that Gogeta grabs by the fist and sends him super far, and Black would throw several Cabals who Gogeta would dodge but grabs a Cabal and makes it even bigger and throws it at Blacks, and they tried to block but they could, and in their distraction Gogeta gives him a powerful blow with one for all to the maximum, and the blue god phase and the last instinct, and they fly through the ground and get up, and would throw a huge sphere that they send flying with a blow, and the two already angry begin to collide fists, making huge air waves causing some to fly, and the girls were very worried about Izuku since he did not do as Izuku was doing, and Gogeta gives him a powerful blow to the head causing him to crash into some buildings, and Blacks gets up super angry. Blacks, you've fed me up, you damn bastards, he said angrily making his arms grow. We will kill them once and for all. Damn. Gogeta, I want to see you try. So the two pounced on each other and Izuku activates the one for all to the maximum, and the two collided their fists, making a large wave of air making everyone fly. Bulma. But what's happening trying to hold on? Krillin. I don't know, this is very strong. This is serious trying to hold on because the air was super strong, and since it began to calm down everyone saw Gogeta as if nothing but Blacks were super hurt, and he didn't have his right arm, and they were bleeding too much. Gogeta. Say your last words, preparing a drop of Ka. But they would be sent flying by a blow from nothing more and nothing less than Zama's and Black Goku. Zama's. Bucking idiots, look what they did to my creations, damn, he said furiously. Black Goku. Look how they left my grandson, I will not forgive this. Black Izuku. Sorry grandpa, but they are stronger than us, but Black Goku puts his hand in his face. Black Goku. Now you will know why they will soon call us God's son. Zamasu. Now you will know why now we will surpass Bills the Destroyer. So they all fused into the same body and went up to the sky and would throw many Cabals making everyone hide, and Gogeta tried to dodge them until one hit him, thus separating from Gogeta's body. Goku. Know that we've run out of time and I no longer have a seed of the recluse. Vegeta. There has to be a way that we could beat him. Goku. Wait, Vegeta, a question. Zeno-sama could be alive in this universe. Izuku. Who is Zeno-sama, grandpa? Vegeta. Well, knowing him, then he would still be alive in any dimension. Goku. Let's see, taking out a Voton. Izuku. What is that, grandpa? Goku. Today, Izuku, you will meet Zeno-sama like this, specifying the button that he gave to Zeno-sama, and Zeno-sama comes out of the air. Everyone, but what? Goku. Oh, Sir Zeno-sama, you finally arrive, he said super happy. My, who is the Trusk? Bulma. It's Zeno-sama, the almighty god. Zeno-sama. Hello. You were the one who called me, right? Goku. Yes, I was. Zeno-sama. Why, seeing the place, it's a super ugly place. Goku. Yes, it's super ugly, thanks to him, pointing at the sky. Zeno-sama. He did it. Goku. Yes, since he is a very bad person, you could eliminate him. Zeno-sama. Okay, I will destroy the planet. Everyone. But what at that? Zeno-sama raises his little hands and a great glow comes out of his hands and begins to float. Vegeta. Run. Chapter 14, Izumi vs. Broly. Narrator. Weeks would pass in which Izuku and his girlfriends and Goku and Vegeta and Zeno-sama defeated the Blacks, and Bills was in charge of that. Zamasu of the past did not kill Gawas of the past, and Izuku trained every day since he wanted to reach his grandfather, and Vegeta in the Ultra Instinct since seeing the great power that they had because he wanted to be at their height, and always trained every day, and in these weeks the UA was falling in its privilege and fame, and now it was called the worst Hero Academy, and Ida was super jealous of Izuku since he wanted to reach that strength that Izuku had, and Uraraka was super angry with Izuku's girlfriends and always tried to get Izuku to notice her again, but he would just ignore her. And in these weeks Trusk and Mai returned to their dimension since thanks to Zeno-sama his planet and his universe returned to normal, and that happened in those weeks. And what is our yellow hair doing now? POV Izuku. Izuku was training on an island with his girlfriends, and Goku and Vegeta were also training and making big waves in the sky. Wow, Bulma, I really don't know how you have an island all to yourself. Bulma. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I almost always use it when I'm on vacation, and the truth is my husband uses it to train obviously while I was carrying Bra and Eri playing with Goten, and then he sees everyone coming down and resting. Ryuko, wow, how tired that was, very tiring. Rumi, don't even say it, that was very tiring especially for me, said Tired. Whis, well, for you it is very tiring since you reached the Red God phase. Rumi, but why did I activate the phase with my anger? Bills, why can a Saiyan reach any phase he wants with the anger that accumulates in his mind and body? Rumi, oh, I see that at least he reached the Red God phase, said proudly. Whis, and tell me, Izuku, why do you want to be stronger than Goku and Vegeta together? Izuku, well, the truth is that I want to be a great hero, the strongest hero of all, and I'm trying to catch up with my uncle and my grandfather to finish off Shigaraki since he is the worst villain of all, since he killed thousands of people and is still out there. That's not going to happen if I catch him. Bills, you better not want you to be the next god of destruction. Izuku, no at all, I just want to become strong and that's it. Bills, you better. But suddenly, Bulma's phone started ringing and she answers. Bulma, oh hello son, what's up, talking on a video call? Trusk, Mom, they stole the Dragon Balls. Bulma, seriously, let's see, let me see it on the security cameras, or do you have the video? A little worried. Trusk, yes, look, putting the video where Frieza's henchmen take the Dragon Balls. Bulma, what? Izuku, and what's wrong? Worried. Bulma, someone stole the Dragon Balls, send drones to look for him for me, said crying comically. Izuku, and what will we do? And we can't let that bastard have the power of the spheres. Bulma, let's go look for them now. Izuku, okay. Bulma, Mr. Bills, there we leave the children. Bliss, they saw my babysitter face, he said, annoyed and carrying Bra. So they all get into a ship and the girls put on their heroine costumes and fly away in the ship. Izuku, and Aunt, where are we going? Curious. Bulma, to the South Police, since my radar shows me that the Dragon Balls are there. Izuku, and what did you want them for? Curious. Bulma, it's something personal, Izuku said, a little embarrassed. Izuku, oh, I see, then I'm not interfering. Goku, seriously, what did you want them for? Bulma, is to take a few years off me to be years old again, since now I have years old, she said, blushing since now she was a lady. Izuku, seriously, Aunt, you are years old, and I always thought you were years old. Bulma, seriously, Izuku said, super happy. Izuku, yes, because when it was your birthday I thought you were already years old, but wow, already years old, but Aunt, you still look beautiful and young at the same time, she said, smiling. So Bulma was super happy since at least Izuku looked at her young. Bulma, thanks son. Goku, really, for that nonsense you were going to use the Dragon Balls, he said, confused, making Bulma get a vein and move the ship a little, making it crash against the wall of the ship. So the hours passed until they reached the South Pole and everyone gets off, and Goku and Vegeta had sweaters and so did the girls, and Izuku was as if nothing. Vegeta, and where are those insects? Seriously. Izuku, maybe they are hidden in a place, or maybe they camouflated in the snow. Bulma, wait, I think it's up that the ground begins to shake something strong, and they look at Frieza's ship landing, and in that Frieza descends. Frieza, hello Izuku son, it's good to see you again. Izuku, what do you need now? Do you want me to defeat you again? Said seriously. Gleepai, Mr. Frieza, please do not take out Broly since he can destroy the place. Frieza, nonsense, he will be the one who is going to finish off Izuku. Paragus, but Mr. Frieza, the truth is if he gets out of control I am not responsible for killing us all. Frieza, silence, Buck. Broly, come here now. In that some footsteps are heard super loud, and in that from the shadows Broly comes out. Gleepai, no love, don't do it please, she said nervously. Here, I will put that. Gleepai and Broly are boyfriends. Broly, sorry, but I have to do it super seriously. Goku, and who is Curious? Vegeta, Broly, a Saiyan who has the reputation of being the Saiyan who surpasses everything, and when he gets angry he can reach unimaginable levels. Midnight, seriously, and why is he with Freezer? Vegeta, maybe he manipulated him, or used him. Seriously, seeing Broly. Mirko, what do they want now? Ryukyu, don't tell me they want Izuku, right? It would be. Freezer, how did you know? Because he is the last of the Saiyans, and I want him to kill him and get his blood, since that way I will be a perfect god, and I will be a god for the whole world. Any questions? Goku, me raising my hand. Freezer, his Goku. Goku, but what would you be, the god of this universe, or the curious planet? Getting a huge drop of sweat from everyone. Izuku, he means everything, Grandpa. Goku, but they couldn't be gods since Zeno-sama or Bills or Wish could defeat him. Whis, the truth is, if I can kill him easily. Freezer, enough. Broly, finish them off. Broly, how do I say, master? Paragus, Just don't go destroying them all, son. Broly. Yes, father, but look how Izuku and Goku start jumping and stretching. Goku. Well, we're warming up, he said calmly. Broly. So you are that guy, son Goku. Goku. Yes, why, and he is my grandson Izuku's son, hugging him. Izuku, hello, greeting. Broly. Well, I will finish them both, pouncing on them both. Goku, Izuku. Let this begin, they said, pouncing on Broly, and the three of them clash fists, creating a huge air wave, and Izuku punches Broly, sending him far away. Broly grabs Izuku's leg and sends him far away, but he teleported in front of Broly and punches him, sending him to the ground. And they begin to hit each other, and Izuku and Goku were dodging Broly's blows, and Izuku, already tired of Broly, begins to throw small balls of Ka, causing Broly to fly away, making Broly very angry, who begins to release all his anger that he had accumulated. Goku. Wow, that is a very dangerous technique. Broly. Enough, giving a punch to Izuku and Goku, who flew and crashed into a mountain of ice, and Broly punches them both, causing the mountain to be destroyed, causing Izuku and Goku to fly. Goku, Izuku. I think it's our turn now, they said in pain, and the two activated the Red God phase, and Broly was very surprised. Broly. Impossible. Mr. Freezer was right, you are gods. Izuku. Yes. And now we will defeat you, he said seriously, and Broly lunged at Izuku, but Goku stops him. Goku. Don't leave me behind, hitting him, and Izuku punches him, sending him far away, and Broly, already super upset, lunged at Izuku and Goku, who blocked him. Broly. So this is the strength of a Super Saiyan God, then look at mine, transforming into his God face, making everything shake and destroy the place. Pargus. There, we don't have to stop him once again since he can destroy the whole place. Mr. Freezer, it was enough, we have to stop now. Freezer. Shut up, shoot him in the heart, killing him like that. Glee Pie. No, what did you do, damn, said Super worried. Freezer. What I always wanted to see. Broly. This time I will beat you, damn, it was about to throw himself at Izuku and Goku, but Frieza. Broly I screaming at the top of his lungs, and Broly turns around and sees his father dead. Frieza. Your dad, Broly, your dad is dead. Those bastards threw him for a while and killed him, said screaming, pointing to the already dead Pargus, making Broly get too angry to the point that he starts screaming super loud and takes out his Super Saiyan face, and his strength increases, and the whole place starts to heat up, and everyone gets out of there quickly. Izuku. But how the hell do we stop him now? Part where we are. Piccolo. They are in my field where Izuku rests. Bulma. Now what will we do, love? He became super strong. Piccolo. Why don't you do the function? But you need more than one function. Izuku wants me and my girlfriends to join. Surprised. Girls, yees. Midnight. Finally we will unite, more love, said smiling happily. Piccolo. Well, put these on, giving some earrings to Izuku, Mirko, Ryukyu, Midnight, and Empty Lady, which they put on. Vegeta. Well, look and learn, said seriously. Goku. Vegeta. Fusion touching his fingers, making Gogeta come out. Gogeta. Did you see now, you? Izuku. Okay, let's go, love. Midnight. Okay, my love. Izuku. Midnight. Fusion touching his fingers, and in that a girl with Izuku's face but with Midnight's body comes out. Mirko. Now it's my turn. Fusion touching his fingers, and that comes out a girl with brown skin with bigger breasts and rabbit ears. Ryukyu. Now me. Fusion touching his fingers, thus joining Ryukyu, but in that comes out a girl with the same, but she had blonde locks and a big long blonde lock. Empty Lady. Now I was missing. Fusion touching his fingers, and so comes out a girl with a big ass but with everything from the previous one, but her hair was very blonde like yellow. Bulma. Izuku, is it you? Yes, it's me, but wow, this is very impressive. We are in the same body, they said, surprised and seeing each other, and Izuku touched her breasts and her butt. No, love, not now, holding hands. Gogeta. Good, and what is your name? Smiling. Well, I think our name will be Izumi, the name we are going to give our daughter, they said, smiling. Bulma. What a beautiful name, Izumi, but now we have to go defeat Broly. Izumi. Yes, aunt. So everyone teleported and saw Broly hitting Frieza. I look horrible. Frieza. Look, they are the ones who killed your father, pointing at Izumi and Gogeta. Izumi. Gogeta. Miserable, you still have the nerve to say that. Broly. I'll kill them, lunges at the two, but Izumi stops Broly's blow and sends him away with a punch. Whiz. Wow, but what do I see? A function of this is incredible. With Glee Pie. Glee Pie. Quickly, I have to help him. Limo. But what about the spheres? Glee Pie. Just leave them, we'll go for Broly. Limo. Okay. With Izumi and Gogeta. They were hitting Broly super hard. who was getting angrier and angrier to the point that Broly increased his power more and Izumi would throw a powerful Kamehameha that hits Broly and Gogeta takes advantage and would throw a powerful punch that makes him spit blood and Izumi kicks him that sends him flying very far and Gogeta finishes him off with a Cabal and Izuku prepares a Cabal that sends him super far and Gogeta and Izumi begin to do a combo of blows that hits Broly who was bleeding. And Broly, already fed up, grabs Izumi's head and sends it crashing into Gogeta and the two stand up and would throw a huge Cabal at Broly making him fly and fall to the ground. Izumi: Gogeta, say your last words, preparing a big ball of Ka, but the thing arrives Gleepai and takes Broly very hurt, and also takes Freezer, and the two leave from there. Izumi: damn, they have escaped, but little by little he begins to close his eyes and Izumi falls unconscious due to fatigue and Gogeta grabs him. Gogeta: you did very well, son, I am very proud of you, said smiling, and everyone goes home leaving the place destroyed. Chapter 15. The Tournament of Strength. Narrator. We see Izumi slowly waking up after his fight with Broly and the first thing he sees is his mother. Izumi: and mom, what happened? Confused. Inko: what happened is that you used your Ka to the maximum, that's why you fainted, but calm down, Broly has already left the earth, but look at yourself, he said smiling. Izumi: seeing yourself in a mirror, seeing that you had the same function. Bulma: wow, a function of people in one body, this is incredible, he said surprised seeing Izumi. Izumi: but when will we be like this? Confused. Inko: for a week only. Izumi: well, at least we are more together than anything, he said smiling, touching her breasts. No love, not yet, in a week. Meanwhile, in another place. Daishinkan: ready, Mr. Zeno Samus. The combat arena is now completely ready. Please tell me what you think. Zeno Samus: wow, she is very pretty and very funny, said the two Zenos Samus amusedly. Daishinkan: oh, thank you very much, I'm glad you liked it so much, said smiling. Zeno Sama: she is very pretty, take this as a gift, give her a candy. Daishinkan: oh, thank you very much, I appreciate it, said smiling. Zeno Sama: now we can meet son Izuku. Daishinkan: of course, since Kampa and Bill's already warned them, and very soon the tournament of force would begin. Weeks later, we see Namiri, Yu, Rumi and Ryuko were waking up little by little. Namiri: there, buck, my headset hurts. Rumi: shit, my headset hurts. Yu: wow, I don't remember anything. Ryuko: there, my head hurts a lot, holding her head. Does anyone remember something? Namiri: I don't know, everything is spinning, grab my head. Yu: I really don't remember anything. Rumi: shit, my head, they said, holding their heads. Izuku: hello, my loves, good morning, said smiling. Ryuko: little dragon, what happened yesterday, holding her head, and Izuku approaches her girlfriends and gives them a sape each. Rumi: thereby that, grabbing his head. Izuku: seriously, you don't remember anything? Yu: no, love, what we did. Izuku: well, let me remind you. Yesterday. Rumi: finally we went out for a walk after a shitty day of work, damn, I'm tired of breaking bones, she said smiling, since today they were going on a date. Yu: not that you say it, these days were bucking tiring, she said bored. Namiri: but at least thanks to our love and our daughter all that bad mood is going away. Ryuko: finally we can go out without any interruptions, she said smiling. Izuku: where are we going, my loves, curious. Namiri: why don't we go to a club, since I heard that it's super good since they serve good drinks and good beer. Izuku: since when do you drink beer, curious. Yu: since the UA, sometimes I drank secretly from the teachers, luckily Namiri and Aizawa weren't there. How good. Namiri: if I were at the UA I would punish you with a kissing session, giving you a kiss. Izuku: well, at least I know I won't sleep. So arriving at a bar where there was good music until they got to a table, they sat down and ordered some beers and Izuku a water, and that's it. Rumi: don't you want it, love? Bringing his beer closer. Izuku: no thanks, love, I'm fine with my water. Rumi: well, drinking his beer. Namiri: I hope nothing happens, he said calmly, drinking his beer. Izuku: my loves, I think we have to go, he said half blushing since the girls were super drunk. Rumi: nonsense, bunny, Hig, the night Hig is young, super drunk. Izuku: okay, they are very drunk, better let's go at once, grabbing Ryuko, who was having a bad trip. And where are Namiri and you? But see that Namiri and you were dancing and you was periando while he kissed her. Izuku: okay, now we go, taking Rumi and Ryuko. Rumi: come on Hig, love, I didn't do it like that, let's have fun, taking Izuku's hand and taking him to the dance floor. But it sounds it's, who am I kidding, I have it downloaded on my cell phone. So the girls screamed with excitement and began to dance to Izuku, putting their ass on Izuku's member, and Izuku was super blushing and the girls were kissing each other and Izuku, but Izuku takes out his whips and teleported to his house where they arrived. Izuku, we here. Ryuko, love kissing him. Izuku, calm down, we're home. You, love now, hig buck me very hig hard. Namuri, also hig me until hig my bag Ina bleeds hig said super drunk. Izuku, already entering the house. Eri, dad, what happens to confused moms? You, hey Eri hig, I have a task for you hig drunk. Eri, what is curious mom? Rumi, go hig make a list hig of the names hig that you want hig super drunk. Eri, okay mom. Namuri, and cover your ears hig we will make a lot of noise hig said smiling with lust. Ryuko, daughter hig your father, and we hig will be very busy for a while hig pulling Izuku and taking Izuku to the room where he puts lock on him, and Eri goes to her room, grabs a notebook where she begins to write some names and puts on some headphones since she began to hear many moans inside the room where Izuku was tied from head to toe while Rumi jumped on top of Izuku and Yu was in Izuku's mouth while they kissed, and Rumi and Namuri were scissoring while they kissed and licked their breasts. End of the flashback. Namuri, seriously, all that happened surprised. Izuku, yes. You, well at least we had a super good time smiling. Ryuko, and it wasn't so bad. Rumi, this super rich, the truth. Izuku, but if we always do it daily with a drop of sweat. Rumi, super rich like many times said smiling. Izuku, well let's have breakfast, it's getting late for take Eri to school. Girls, okay love putting on robes and go out and go to the dining room. Girls, good morning daughter giving each one a kiss. Eri, good morning moms, look I made the list of men giving her a sheet, blushing the girls since she saw many names. Namuri, there are many names. You, they are very pretty daughter. Rumi, there are many names, I do not know which one to decide. Ryuko, thank you daughter for giving us ideas for names for your little brothers, smiling giving Eri a hug like everyone else. Eri, you're welcome mommy. Hour later. MT lady, seriously seeing Majin Buu who was causing a commotion in the city. Izuku, Majin Buu again, now what happens with a drop of sweat? Majin Buu, what happens is that this girl does not want to give me my ice cream, making a pout. Izuku, look, giving him $1 bill. With this you can get a lot of ice cream, please. Majin Buu, don't make trouble again please, and go to Mr. Satan's house please. Majin Buu, thank you Izuku, you're my best friend, hugging Izuku. Izuku, you're welcome. Majin Buu flying away, and Majin Buu looks at the girl and sticks out his tongue like the girl. Mirko, you know when I see Majin Buu I think he's a big piece of gum. Izuku, you know at first he was bad Majin Buu, but thanks to us we're taking him on the right path, he said smiling. Mirko, I feel like something will happen to us very soon. Curious. Izuku, maybe an attack by the League of Villains. But everyone sees a car theft, and Izuku arrives and punches him and returns to his girlfriends. Izuku, you know having a very strong force is somewhat boring since he defeated them with a single blow. Ryukyu, but at least that force is super useful. Izuku, how curious. Midnight. In bed she said flirtatiously, blushing. Izuku, at that Whis arrives. Whis, oh good that I found you guys, said smiling, teleporting Izuku and his girlfriends to the field where Bills and the Supreme Kawasama and Inko and the others were. Izuku, mom what's going on? Confused. Inko, I don't know either since I was training with my granddaughter and suddenly Whis arrived and teleported me here. Whis, but at least I left little Eri with Bulma. Vegeta, what a waste of time, I'm having upset. And why are we here? Confused. Hey cat, tell us why you called us curious. Bills, well standing up, I sent them here since the fate of our universe is in danger since Zeno-sama wants us all to fight in a duel to the death, he said calmly. Oh wait, Rashi, what are you saying? Does that mean that if the planet is destroyed there will no longer be pretty girls? He said sad, receiving a sape of Inko, Midnight, Mirko, Ryukyu and Empty Lady, leaving him with a big chipote. Izuku, but why is it in danger? Bills, because Zeno-sama wants to see which universe is very strong and that is why we have to win, and the truth is I do not know how, but Zeno-sama wants to meet you in person. Izuku, I am confused. Bills, yes, since he says that you are the same as Goku but a girl version, so Izuku, do not disappoint me, serious boy. Izuku, of course not, Sir. Bills, Whis, are you ready guys? Why are we going now? Bills, let's go quickly or we will be late, and I do not want the guards and Zeno-sama to look for me. So everyone teleported and were in a cosmic tunnel, seeing all of space like that. It was for about minutes until they arrived. Oh what? Krylin, Hey Mr. Bills, why are we in a big Coliseo super surprised? Bills, well here we are going to fight. Wow, we have here my idiot and weakest brother of all. Bills, there is not my fat brother, said annoyed, seeing nothing more and nothing less than Kampa already Vados. Kampa, hello little brother, so this is your team of warriors, let's see how strong they are. Bills, the boy works at more, pointing at Izuku. Kampa, oh so he is Izuku Midoriya, sorry Izuku are the last Saiyan left, what a pity it will not be for long, said mockingly. Bills, at least the boy trains daily to be like me, he said smiling mockingly. Izuku, the truth is I trained to be a super strong hero for everyone. Bills, you see, Vegeta. Besides, he is no rival for us. No insect will be able to beat us, said seriously. Vados, you are Izuku. Are they true? Approaching Izuku. Izuku, yes of course. Vados, and how many years old are you? Izuku, already years old, miss. Vados, just tell me Vandos and answer me a very important question. Izuku, yes tell me. Vados, do you have a girlfriend? Izuku, yes I have, and I have, she is you, Rumi, Namuri and Ryuko, said smiling, introducing the girls. Girls, hello, they said calmly, but inside they wanted to beat Vandos to pulp. Vados, oh I see, it's a pleasure to meet you. Izuku-kun giving him a hug and looks at the girls and puts on a mocking smile, taking out a vein to the girls, and to further annoy the girls Vados gave him a kiss on the cheek, making them too angry. Vados, I die you, good luck in today's fight. Izuku-kun smiling. Izuku, thank you. Vados smiling. Empty lady, well what time does something start? Upset about Vados and the kiss. Wow, you are Izuku's son, it is a great honor to fight with the last Saiyan left in universe. Super surprised. Izuku, hello, who are you? He said confused. Hello, nice to meet you, I'm Kaba, a Saiyan, said smiling. Izuku, nice to meet you, and a question, who are they? Kaba, they are Saiyans like me, their names are Caulifla and Kale. Izuku, nice to meet you, smiling. Caulifla, I don't need you to introduce me. I'm here because I want my universe to be alive so that I can be the first female Saiyan of all. Izuku, and you'll rock it if you give your all. A great Saiyan always gives your all, smiling. Caulifla, tisk, anyway, she said, half blushing at Izuku's smile. Izuku, oh hi Kale, said smiling kindly. Kale, hello. Izuku-kun half blushed and somewhat embarrassed. Izuku, it is a great honor to fight you, said smiling. Kale, likewise. Izuku-kun said half blushing. Krillin, listen, Master Rashi does not affect you this since we are going to fight against women, but Rashi gives him a small blow to the head. Rashi, don't worry, Krillin is as I always did in my years of glory, making a pose, blowing smoke out of his nose. Tenshinhan, you will never change, Master Rashi. Izuku, Mom, what are the rules? Curious. Inko, I don't know. Izuku, this is something that has not happened for a long time since I have been in many fights with other Saiyans, but not one like this. Seeing the place. Meanwhile up are the worms of universe, furious, looking at everyone. Calm down, Mr. Vermoud, at least we have an advantage since the boy seems weak. Seeing Izuku. Vermoud, you're right, haha, but at least we have our best warriors. Margarita, our universe will win, don't worry, Mr. Vermoud. Vermoud, I hope that boy is not worthy of the strength of my girl. Seeing someone, I hope this fight is not super boring, super serious. Bills, I feel like someone is missing, but I don't know who. Supreme Kawasama, old man, we have already arrived. Appearing behind Bills. Bills, they're late again, seriously. Supreme Kawasama, young, I'm sorry, it's just that we were late. Meanwhile up, Zeno-sama, wow, he's Izuku's son. Zeno-sama, yes, he's the Saiyan hero. Smiling, can someone give me ideas for Izuku's hero name? Zeno-sama, I want it to start now, he said happily. Zeno-sama, Daishinkan please. Daishinkan, okay sir, flying like everyone. Extra, hey you, why doesn't it start? Extra, yes, why doesn't it start now? I want. Midnight, yes, what's happening? Pass, why doesn't it start? Mirko, I already want to break some bones, cracking his neck. Daishinkan, well, today they are going to fight against the other different universes that are around them. If they leave the arena, they will be eliminated. Ryukyu, hey, and what we win would be. Daishinkan, whoever is proclaimed the winner will receive some wishes for the winner. Extra 5, sounds interesting. Daishinkan, well, raising his hand. Daishinkan, let the tournament of strength begin. To fight. So everyone pounced on each other, and our protagonists were united. Shit, this is already getting somewhat dangerous. Seeing some big explosions. Gohan, hey, and Bills up here talking from above. Piccolo, that annoying vermin. Izuku, careful, they block a hit from a robot. Rashi, if we don't do something fast they will easily defeat us. Getting super drunk. Mirko, Let's go at once, transforming into his red god face. Midnight. I hope he doesn't lose, quickly activating Super Saiyan phase like Empty Lady and Ryukyu. Inko. I've been waiting using this phase since I quit martial arts. At that, the ground shakes and everyone sees a great brightness, and everyone looks at Inko with ultra instinct. Izuku. Wow, mom's super surprised. Inko. It's something that I hardly use, but you'll see that very soon you'll catch me smiling. Tenshinhan. Well, let's go at once. So everyone pounced on everyone. Vegeta. Damn, these insects are somewhat powerful at blocking attacks. Fighter. What's up, weak human, you can't beat me? Said Vegeta mockingly. Nobody calls me weak, damn it, giving him a super strong punch with the phase Saiyan, sending him crashing into some aliens. Goku. Wow, this is complete chaos. I don't know where they can all come from, dodging some attacks, but someone grabs him. Ogre. Ha ha ha, now you come with me. Goku. Let me go, trying to get away while the ogre dragged him out of the arena. Gohan. Inko. Dad scared. Supreme Koasama yelled no. Bills. But what is taking him out of the arena scared? Goku. Hey, if you want to throw me, then you can go first, screaming super loud, activating the blue god phase, making the ogre fall and appear in the stands. Rashi. I see, if you fall outside the arena they appear in the stands, but you don't fight again. Piccolo. Yes, I understand, but don't get distracted, better fight, hitting a fighter so hard that you send him far away. Zoro. Hey doll, why don't you leave that bald dwarf and come with me, said drooling 4. And who doesn't? I will break every bone in your body, you damn lying raccoon, throwing a huge ball of Ka just like Krillin, making the fox fly. Let it be very clear that I already have a husband and I love him too much, giving Krillin a kiss, making him blush, and a lot of smoke come out of his ears. But look, that a bird would throw a huge ball of Ka, but Midnight gets in front of them and throws a large ball of Ka that sends the bird flying, taking it out of the arena. Midnight. Are you guys okay? A little worried. Yes, we are fine, thanks Namiri. Midnight. That's what the family is for, smiling and dodging a blow from another fox, and Rashi gives him a super punch that sends him far away. Rashi. No, he has to rest there, let's go there, they come too much, breaking a fox's ribs. Meanwhile up. Bills. How my boy can take on everyone, watching Izuku hitting someone fighter with the Super Saiyan Blue God phase, and he had one for all to the maximum. Vados. Hey Whis, tell me something. Could I be one of Izuku's girlfriends? She said flirtatiously, biting her lip when she saw Izuku. Whis, maybe so, but first you have to ask his girlfriends for permission, seeing Mirko, who was kicking a lot and grabbing lunar rings, and Ryukyu was in his dragon form, hitting too many fighters, some of whom were leaving the arena and others weren't, and Empty Lady was in her big form and had Super Saiyan phase, sending everyone flying, and Midnight was using her scent a lot, fainting some, and throwing a lot of cabals that made many fighters fly. Vados. I'll try, she said, smiling lustfully, seeing Izuku biting his lip more. Elsewhere. Hit. Wow, how boring. Fighter. I'll kill you, damn it, but Hit activates the time jump and gives him a combo of blows, making him fly. With Kale. Kale. There, this is something dangerous, I can't see anything, trying to see. Robot. What do we have here? Punching Kale in the stomach. Robot. It's a shame we have to end up with Taigo kicking Kale. Robot. Now say goodbye to the fight by hitting him. Caulifla. Leave my sister alone, activating the Super Saiyan phase and punches the two robots that sends them super far. Caulifla. Sister, are you okay? Kale. Yes, I'm fine, smiling. Minutes later, we see everyone else continuing to fight, and all the universes were eliminated and destroyed, and only the universe of Bills, Kampa, and Vermaud remained. Izuku. I think so. Inko. The only thing missing is them, pointing at another group of fighters. Well, I'm going to do it by approaching a man. Chapter 16. Ultra Instinct Izuku vs. Jiren. Well, I'm going to do it approaching a man. Krillin. But how surprised. Vegeta. His K is equal to or more than Kakarato's. Piccolo. But who is this guy? I am Jiren, the most powerful of all the Saiyans, said super seriously. Inko. I want to see that pouncing on Jiren, but would be sent flying by Topo. Topo. Haruki's laughing. Dispo. Let's finish them off already. Casserole. This will be fun. Kokot. I'm going for the old man pouncing on Rashi. Vaun. Me too, pouncing on Rashi. Tenshinhan. Let this begin. Caulifla. Sister, put this on, giving him an earring of the fusion. Kale. We will work confused. Caulifla. Quickly put it on, putting on the earring. Kale. Okay, putting on the earring. Caulifla. Kale. Fusion joining her fingers, thus coming out a version of Broly but female version. Broly Fem. Let this begin, pouncing on Jiren, but Jiren I teleport, and give her a super punch that sends her crashing into some rocks. Frost. I'll kill you damn, pouncing on Jiren as well as Empty Lady. Empty Lady. Why is Yorka is very strong, giving him a punch, but Jiren grabs him. Jiren. Why have I been training all my life, giving a super to the two of them that sends them super far, but unfortunately Empty Lady and Frost leave the combat arena and ended up in the stands. Empty Lady. What trying to go back but I couldn't. Whis, I'm sorry you, but if you're out of the arena you're already eliminated. Bills. At least you showed that you lasted too long in combat. Supreme Kawasama old. Wow, really you are a heroine. Empty Lady. That's right, smiling with pride. Supreme Kawasama old. But why do you get so big? Curious. Empty Lady. Why is that my quirk? I can get big and I can return to my normal size. Supreme Kawasama young. I'm impressed. With Izuku. Izuku. Damn, pouncing on Izuku just like Mirko. Mirko. We will kill you damn, activating more Hiska. Jiren. My strength is stronger than his, hitting the two, sending him crashing into some rocks. Mirko. Love, she said, blushing as she felt that Izuku's member was straight. Izuku. Sorry, blushing. Mirko. That at night, activating his red god face and pounced on Jiren. Rashi. You know I train my students with all my heart so that they become someone stronger. In truth, I love my students like my children and they will always remember the most important thing. Goku. Always train. Krillin. Always smile. Izuku. And give your best, throwing a large ball of causing some to leave the combat arena. Empty Lady. Yes? Let's go. Love, cheering for Izuku. Mirko. I'll kill you damn, pouncing on Jiren, but Jiren teleported and appears behind Mirko and punches him, that sends him far away, colliding with Ryukyu, causing the two to fall out of the arena and appear in the stands. Mirko. Shitty Yaya, screaming furiously. Whis. Wow, Rumi, you managed to hold on for a long time. I congratulate you both, smiling. Ryukyu. But what will happen now? Worried. Bills. We will have to wait and see what happens, because if Inko or Goku remains last we will be fine, but what worries me is Jiren. Seeing Jiren. Mirko. Why did he say? Confused. Bills. His Ka is equal to Goku's or bigger than Inko's, but if the two are not defeated it would be a great danger. Seeing the stands. Frost. Hey you idiot dwarf, I want to fight again. Guardian. Do not offend Sino Zama. Serious. Frost. Screw everything, throwing a ball of Ka, but Daishinkan would throw a ball at him that would make him disappear. Daishinkan. Universe is eliminated. Seriously. Kampa. Idiot, look what you did. Don't wait, disappearing, and Vados stands next to Universe. Margarita. Wow, Vados. With that, betraying your universe. Vados. You know I really love being in Universe, smiling, seeing Izuku. Kaba. They're not seeing that he was disappearing. Izuku. Kappa said worriedly. Kaba. Well, my time has come thanks to that fool Frost. Well, Izuku, it was a great pleasure meeting you, bro. It was an honor to fight you, brother. Nobody fights as hard as you. Thanks for giving me a good fight, brother, he said, smiling, disappearing little by little, but Kappa hugs him in a friendly way. Izuku. Anyway, bro, it was a good fight. Finally someone gives me a good fight, he said, smiling, reciprocates the hug. Kaba. Goodbye, bro. Izuku. I will miss you very much, bro, he said, smiling, and Kaba disappeared completely. Broly fem. Goodbye, Izuku dwarf, what a good fight you gave us, said, smiling. Izuku. Goodbye, Caulifla and Kale, I will miss you very much. It was an honor to fight with you, said, smiling, and Caulifla and Kale disappears while they raise their hands in farewell. Vegeta. I will defeat you, insect, by punching you, but Jiren grabs him and sends him crashing into some rocks. Izuku. Uncle, he said worriedly. Let's finish this now, activating one for all to the maximum and the Super Saiyan Blue God phase. Vados. What another reason why Izuku attracts me, said, smiling. Mirko. What are we going to do with her, pointing at Vados. Empty Lady. We hit her. Ryukyu. I would love to, but if we hit her they can eliminate us, whispering. Meanwhile down. Midnight. Damn, bringing out more of her aroma, fainting almost everyone, but it would be sending them flying by Jiren. Izuku. Damn, punching Jiren, that sends him far away, and Midnight appears in the stands. Empty Lady. You finally arrive, we need you know what we're going to do with her, pointing to Vados that she was super attentive watching Izuku. Midnight. And you know, why don't we bring them closer to her and get to know her more to see if she is worthy of being in our harem or not. Ryukyu. Good idea, standing up and going to Vados. Vados. Hello girls, said, smiling. Mirko. Hello Vados, tell us what attracts you to Izuku. Vados. All his kindness, chivalry, sympathy, good person, tender and cute, she said, smiling, somewhat blushing. Ryukyu. Yes, that's why we fell in love with him, she said, in love seeing Izuku. With Izuku. Rashi. Kamehameha, throwing a large sphere of Ka. Topo. I will defeat you, old man, giving him a kick that sends him far away. Rashi. More respect for the elderly, throwing a ball of Ka. Krillin. Quinzai, throwing a sphere of Who sends Topo flying. Inko. We have to keep going, not lose there, gets upset and rushes at Jiren. But suddenly, Jiren, very well, I'm tired of you. Then he activates his Ka and runs at great speed, hitting each one where he sends everyone, making them leave the arena along with Jiren's companions, making everyone leave the arena and appear in the arena. Inko, but how scared? Bills, impossible. Izuku was scared and said, Supreme Young Kawasama. It can't be. Izuku and Jiren stand there scared. Vermouth, Jiren, what did you do? Upset. Jiren, I only follow the orders that Mr. Vermouth told me. But idiot, you also eliminated your companions. Annoying Jiren. I don't care. Seriously. So you are Izuku. They are Goku's grandson and Inko's son. Super serious. Izuku, yes and no, I will defeat you here and now. Seriously, increasing his Kamor. Jiren, very well, putting in a fighting pose. Go ahead, screaming super loud. Izuku, ayaha. So the two collided fists, making a huge air wave that almost sent everyone flying, and Izuku was going to kick him, but Jiren grabs his foot. Izuku. But Jiren starts hitting him everywhere, making him spit out some blood, and Jiren kept hitting him and slams him against a rock. Jiren, what's happening? The last Saiyan can't. Seriously. Izuku, I'm already angry, increasing his Kamor. With the others. Piccolo, hey, is it me or something is wrong? Gohan, yes, you're right, Mr. Piccolo. Inko, what's wrong? Worried. Piccolo, that the more he continues to get angry, the more his Ka increases more and more. It won't be. Wheeze, that maybe he deactivates the last instinct. Inko, Goku, what's screaming? Super shocked. Mirko, what is the Ultra Instinct? Rashi, it is a Ka that perhaps is unlocked if a Saiyan feels great anger, but I also feel that Izuku increases his Ka more and more. Seeing Izuku. Vegeta, I hope so. Smiling, seeing Izuku, who was fighting Jiren. With Izuku. Jiren, that's all. Izuku is upset. Izuku, I will not be defeated. Screaming super loud and hitting Jiren a lot. Likewise, Jiren making large air waves, and Izuku gives him a huge punch that sends him to the ground, making a huge hole. Izuku, Kamajimaja, throwing a large ball of Ka, but Jiren blocks it, making another huge ball of Ka, making it explode, causing Jiren, where is he trying to see? Izuku, over Hari's Izuku, over here es Izuku, over Hari's Izuku, over Hari's Izuku, over Hari's Izuku, over Hari's Izuku, over here's Izuku, over Hari's 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 Izuku, over here's Izuku, over here Suzuku, 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 over Hari's Izuku, over here Suzuku, over here's Izuku, over here Suzuku, over here Suzuku, over here Suzuku, over here Suzuku, over Hari's Izuku, over here Suzuku. Izuku disappears from view of everyone. Jiren, where is he? But he would be sent flying by a huge kick, crashing into some rocks, and Izuku teleported and gives him a strong punch that sends him to the ground, causing him to break into 1,000 pieces. Jiren, but how did he reach that strength? But he remains in shock. Everyone, what? Bills, damn, this guy really fills me with pride. That look, that shine is without a doubt the complete form of Ultra Instinct. Seeing Izuku, who had Ultra Instinct activated. Vermouth, but how could a simple brat activate that Ka? Annoyed and somewhat worried, Margarita, how is it possible? I hope Jiren defeats him. Annoyed, with Izuku. Jiren, don't get too excited about activating Ultra Instinct. Seriously, Izuku, it's my turn, teleporting in front of Jiren and punching him in the stomach, making him spit out blood. Jiren, damn brat, he was going to hit him, but Izuku stops him and kicks him so far away that Jiren was going to punch him, but Izuku stops him. Jiren, how can it be possible that a simple human can reach that strength? Furious. Izuku, because I am a great Saiyan, and I will always be alone, and a great hero must always be strong, giving him a hit, making him angry. Jiren, I'm fed up. Oh, Aawa, screaming super loud. Izuku, but trying to keep from flying away. But what's happening? Picoro, he's increasing his Ka. Midnight, really. Empty lady. But what's happening? Holding on to Mirko, and everyone sees Jiren with a red aura. Jiren, now yes brat, I'll finish you off. In that the two would throw a large ball of Ka, making a huge explosion that burns the place. Izuku, this is not over. So the two begin to clash fists, making a huge super strong sound wave that makes many things fly, and Jiren and Izuku hold hands. Jiren, how is it possible that you still act like nothing bothered me? I'm already tired of teleporting. Izuku, Where did it go? But he sees a ball of Ka coming towards him, but Izuku covers himself, making one that falls and explodes, and the smoke dissipates, seeing Izuku on the floor. Everyone Izuku. Vermouth. Well, he already won the fight and shouted happily. Bills Izuku. Krillin. What happened? Inko. And now what happened? Scared, seeing Izuku lying on the floor. Vegeta. Izuku, you have to stay standing. Mirko. Love, you have to keep going. Come on, love, you must keep going. You must not give up. Krillin. Izuku, I know you want to be the symbol of peace for all of us. If a hero falls, thousands of people will be sad because their hero is defeated. A hero always gives everything for the people. A hero never gives up and always gets up to save everyone with a smile. Come on, Izuku, you can scream super loud. At that, everyone sees that Izuku begins to move slowly and activates the one for all again to the maximum and stops completely. Vermouth. But that's impossible. Shocked. Izuku. You're right. Krillin recovering strength. Jiren. This can't be annoying. Izuku. Jiren here will decide who of the two is super strong. Jiren. Tell me why. Why, even though they hurt you over and over and over again, you still stand? Tell me where you fit so much strength. Super annoying. Izuku. Why does my family give me all that strength and my loves give me the motivation to continue being a great hero and more my daughter who I am always strong thanks to her? But if someone hurts my family or something much worse, putting on a fighting pose and increases their Ka more and activates the Ultra Instinct. Izuku. I'm going to buck him. Izuku. I'll never forgive him, screaming super loud, causing some rocks to break and lunged at Jiren, where the two exchanged many super strong blows, making a large air wave, and Izuku activates a smoke screen, causing Jiren to get confused, and Izuku punches him in the head, causing him to fly, causing Jiren to get angry, and he goes all out towards Izuku, but Izuku would throw a big black whip that catches him and sends him crashing into some rocks, and would throw a super Kamehameha, causing many rocks to crash against Jiren. Vermouth. Knew Jiren worried. Everyone. What? Izuku. Well, Jiren, I'm sorry that our fight ended like this, but at least you can rest in peace. Goodbye, Jiren, creating a huge ball of Ka and was going to throw it at Jiren. But suddenly, Izuku's body expels a large amount of blood from his back. Everyone. But how shocked. Jiren that. At that, Izuku's body falls to the ground while vomiting blood. Izuku, Aawa, screaming heartbreakingly, and deactivating one for all and Ultra Instinct. Bills. What's happening? Worried about Izuku. Whiz. It can't be the limits of Ultra Instinct, and his quirk has already reached its limit, that's why he can't control it. And his body can't take it anymore, that's why he's like this. Inko. Izuku's super worried. Girls Vados. Love, they said, worried and shed tears for Izuku, and Jiren stands up and prepares a cabal. Jiren. Well, since I saw that you couldn't kill me, I will do it by making a cabal. It was a great honor to fight with the grandson of Son Goku and the son of Son Inko. It was a great honor to fight you. Goodbye, Son Izuku, raising his cabal, but in that he would be sent flying by a huge Ka sphere, making it fly. You forgot about me. Izuku, if you were hiding somewhere, why the hell didn't you help me by comically hanging him? Sorry, but I was reloading Ka. You're a bucking scared annoying brother. Why didn't you help Izuku? Annoying. Sorry, but I was bored, he said calmly, receiving a sap from Izuku. Izuku. Better help me defeat Jiren by activating one for all to the maximum and Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct. Jiren. Damn them, I will never CE. So Jiren lunged at and Izuku, but the two teleported and appeared behind Jiren and gave him a big punch that sends him far away, and Izuku prepares a Kamehameha that throws him, but Jiren makes a ball of Ka, making everything explode, and takes advantage, making spheres of Ka, making Jiren fly, and the two collided against each other, making large air waves, making that almost nothing can be seen, and Izuku was using all his strength he had left, since he was seriously super tired, but he wanted to continue since he did not want to lose everything, so Izuku continued hitting Jiren with all his strength until Izuku, and give him a super punch that sends him crashing to the ground, stunning him. Izuku now. Yes, making a big cabal. Izuku Kamehameha. So they launched their two super combined attacks, and everyone would be in shock since Jiren was super destroyed. Izuku, you saw you lost, he said, super tired and spitting out some blood. Daishinken, universe is eliminated. Vermouth. No, disappearing. Topo. At least Jiren cared about us disappearing like everyone else, and Izuku faints due to tiredness and carries him. Good Izuku, you rest now, you are a hero of our entire universe. Smiling. Chapter 17. Izuku, Gohan vs. Ida. Narrator. After the fight that everyone from Universe had versus the Universe Weeks, we see our yellow hair sleeping peacefully and super exhausted since his Ka had gone so far that it left him super tired, but at least Izuku was super well, but with his body tired like that he spent days since Izuku spent it completely asleep, and these days the UA could not believe that Izuku had saved his universe without receiving anything in return. But Niza publicly thanked Izuku for helping them defend their universe. Something that the family is accepted that thanks from the UA, and these days the girls were in super disagreement, and Vados was now part of the girls' harem, making Vados super happy that she is Izuku's girlfriend, and these days Uraraka was super angry with the girls since she wanted to be with Izuku, but she tried everything to be with Izuku, but the girls were always with Izuku, and sometimes they sent her to the hospital, but she never gave up, and the girls always took care of Izuku to see how they were, and they were always with him. Luckily they were now lesbians and they always tied Jerubin between them, and also Vados joined the lesbian trio, but they were always there for their Izuku and nothing else, and Vados was super happy to belong to this harem, and even more because Eri already called Vados mom. She couldn't be happier than ever, but that day Izuku would wake up. Izuku. POV. Izuku was waking up little by little and gets up but feels a great pain in his back and in his body, and look that his body was bandaged. And that's when you comes in, and you runs like Izuku. You, love, wait, calm, you just have to rest since your body is super hurt. Izuku, what happened, love, confused. You won, love, you won, he said, smiling, giving him a kiss. You defeated Jiren, who is no longer in his universe since Sino-Zama eliminated them. That's why we won, thanks to you, he said, smiling, giving Izuku lots of kisses. Izuku, really surprised. You, yes, if you want, let's go down, come let me help you, carrying Izuku as if nothing, and lowers it down where the girls were, in Inko, Milk and Bulma and Eri, and they all hug Izuku. Bulma, they're my beautiful baby, you finally wake up. Inko, finally wake up. Izuku, how good that you opened your eyes. Milk, they're my baby, you worried me too. Girls, finally wake up, love said, smiling, hugging Izuku. Izuku, yes, I am awake. Eri, Dad, I thought you would never wake up. Izuku, yes, daughter, I am awake, he said, smiling. Rumi, love, you did it, he said, happily lifting Izuku. Izuku, yes, I won, love. Ryuko, love, there is something that you have to know, that we spoke well, and now she is one of us, and is already part of our harem. Vados, hello, love. Izuku, hello, love, I know you were in love with me, said, smiling. Vados, but how do you know? Izuku, you know the bushes were never a good hiding place, you know, they said, calmly, blushing to Vados. Vados, sorry, love. Izuku, well, at least you are now part of our harem, welcome, love said, smiling and giving him a kiss. Vados making him smile and shed some tears, and Vados reciprocates the kiss, and the two separate. Inko, oh Izuku, I almost forgot, come, I want you to come, you won something, carrying Izuku, taking him to a wheelchair. Izuku, what a curious mom. Inko, you'll see, leaving the house where everyone was surprised to see the Dragon Balls. Izuku, mom, they are. Bulma, the Dragon Balls, of course. Izuku, since you earned them with your effort, you earned it. And now ask for your wish, son said, smiling. Izuku, okay, going to the spheres. Great and mighty Shenlong, come out of there, I invoke you. In that everything trembles, and in the spheres comes out nothing more and nothing less than Shenlong. Shenlong, wow, the great God, all-powerful Izuku, are summoned me, tell me what your wishes are. Izuku, I want you to return to all the universes that were in the tournament of power. All, what English? You, wait, shocked Shenlong. Granted, in that a great light surrounds Namuri, you, Rumi and Ryuko less Vados, since she was a semi-goddess, and the brightness disappears, and the girls were shown with years, all with braces on their teeth, and Ryuko with glasses. Girls, what I'm thinking, can you make Tamura Shigaraki good, Shenlong? I'm sorry, since I decided that his soul is already super corrupted, since his soul is super damaged, and has become a super corrupted person, that's why I can't make him good, since he can't change for anything in the world. Izuku, I understand, but I don't know what else to ask, since these were my last wishes, or if you can revive Nana Shimura Shenlong. I'm sorry, but I can't find her soul or her spirit, since she's not in the hereafter. I don't even know if she entered heaven or hell, since her soul never entered. Izuku, I understand, I don't know what to ask for. Bulma, I can take your last wish, son said, smiling. Izuku, yes, go ahead, going with his girlfriend's. Bulma, can I be years old, please? Shenlong, wish granted. In that, Bulma is covered by a great light, and now Bulma is much younger than she already was. Bulma, yes. Izuku, really, aunt, with a drop of sweat. Bulma, yes, because like this I will be very young forever, she said, smiling, seeing her ass that was somewhat large. Shenlong, Well, his wishes are over, goodbye disappearing, and the Dragon Balls rise and disperse throughout the places in the world. Timescime weeks. Goku. No Broly, you don't have like that. No, first you have to control yourself since your Ka is super high, and first you have to control your anger since if you get out of control you can destroy the whole place. Seeing Broly who his Ka was super high. Glee Pie, come on love, just calm down, he said smiling. Broly, okay, deactivating his Ka. Glee Pie, very well, love, you are doing it, hugging Broly and giving Broly a kiss. Goku, wow, I don't know why Izuku didn't come. It's fun when I'm with my grandson, he said smiling. Vegeta, be quiet, Kakaroto, I need to concentrate. Goku, how confused. Vegeta, in my mind. Goku, in your mind, but you're not training, you're just there doing nothing. Vegeta, yes, because when I saw Izuku he was super focused calculating Jiren's attacks and movements, and what I still don't understand is that he calculated everything since I was looking at Jiren, and look, he came out unharmed as if nothing, but the strangest thing was that he activated the Ultra Instinct. Whiz, it will be because he used all his Ka in his body along with his quirk that I call something wonderful since Izuku masters the Ultra Instinct. Smiling. Goku, well, at least I have my grandson who is just like me, he said smiling. With Izuku. And now what do I do since nothing happens? Flying calmly while his girlfriends follow him. Vados, being honest, being a heroine is a good thing since I can finally correct evil, and the good thing is that I capture all the villains that I broke my record of in 2 weeks. Izuku, well, at least they are all well. Mirko, I asked him how Eri and Ban are doing. Ryukyu, calm down, they are best friends, they will be fine, plus Picoro is taking care of them. Mirko, come with me, I want to get rid of this shit from my teeth, showing that I had braces. I look like an annoying nerd. Izuku, okay, let's fly. With Picoro. Picoro was meditating on a floating rock while taking care of Eri and Ban who were playing. Picoro's mind. I feel like one of those vermin will go crazy and try to kill me or kill Izuku. I feel like something is going to happen today. Outside of Izuku's mind. A huge fireball attacked Picoro, causing a large cloud and several rocks to fall. Ida. It was super easy, now I'm going for the brat. But Picoro teleported in front of Ida. Picoro, so you're the eyes that Izuku spoke to me about. Ida, yes, it's me, he said seriously. Piccolo, tell me what you want, seriously increasing his Ka little by little. Ida, that's right, and you know I want more of his power that changes colors and more to Eri because she is very important to us, he said smiling. Piccolo, I will not let you get close to my student getting into a fighting pose. Ida, let's see how strong you are, activating the one for all at. Piccolo, little vermin annoying, taking off his hat and cape and the 2 pounds where Ida teleported where Eri and Ban were and grabs them. Ida, stupid alien teleporting. Piccolo, Eri, Ban worried, I have to do something, I need to see Gohan teleporting with Gohan. With Izuku. Izuku, you see it was easy seeing that Rumi no longer had her braces. Midnight. I still miss my breasts a lot seeing that in her suit she no longer had much chest like before. Izuku, calm down, they will grow. Midnight, yes, and when they grow I'll hurt you with them, making Izuku blush. Gohan, Izuku, come quickly, she said worried, appearing behind everyone. Izuku, what's wrong? Gohan curious. Gohan, is Eri and Ban were kidnapped. That impacted Izuku since Eri was kidnapped. Izuku, that my daughter. Gohan, if you come quickly, why I already know where the kidnapper is, grabbing Izuku and teleporting. Empty lady, let's go quickly, teleporting with the girls. With Ida. Ida, already shut up, brats furious. Ban, what does he want with us? Ida, simple, steal their quirks from those two since they are successors of the Saiyans, and I want those powers, he laughing like crazy. And now Brad grabbing an injection and was about to approach Eri. But suddenly, everything would be destroyed by a powerful blow from Izuku. Gohan, Ban, Eri screaming. Ban, daddy? Ida, but he remains in shock. Izuku, Gohan, stay away from our daughters, they said seriously and activating the Ultra Instinct. Ida, great, he said amazed, so I will have more quirks for myself. Izuku, so you were the traitor all this time, said angrily. Ida, that's right, and you know it was very easy to fool those idiots. What idiots they all were, plus that fat bitch, since the illusion how easy it was. Izuku, I will defeat you, damn, said angrily. Ida, oh yes, how scary. In that, Izuku and Gohan give him a punch that sends him super far, and Ida would take out many whips that send them both, but they would dodge it while the girls protected Ban and Eri, and Izuku would throw a cabal at him that sends Ida far away, but Ida would throw many stones at him that Gohan destroyed, making a large air wave occur, and Izuku and Gohan could not see it, but Ida gives them a strong punch that sends them to ground and controls some rocks and tie them with them, but they remove the rocks, and the two teleported and gives a punch to Ida, causing him to vomit blood, and Izuku would throw many cabals, causing Ida to scream in pain, and Gohan gives him a punch that sends him crashing against a mountain, breaking several ribs and bones, and Ida would take out many red whips, but Izuku and Gohan would dodge it, causing Ida to get scared, and the two were going to punch him, causing him to get scared, but the two stop. Izuku, you know it's not worth teleporting, with Gohan leaving a super hurt Ida, but unfortunately for him, Shigaraki did not give him a regeneration quirk. Izuku, daughter, running like that. Eri, daughter, are you okay? Eri, yes, dad, I'm okay. Izuku, calm down, daughter, that idiot will not bother us anymore. Ida, damn children, throwing themselves at Izuku and Gohan. Piccolo, Mekanka Sappo doing his technique, piercing him in the stomach, making him spit blood and scream heartbreakingly. Izuku, you better calm down, damn furious assassin. Ida, your quirk is mine, furious and in pain, and Izuku activates the one for all to the maximum and punches him, making him fly, expelling him against some rocks. In that, the heroes arrive. Honk, what happened here? Confused. Almight, young Midoriya, what did? Izuku, what I did was defeat the traitor once and for all, and now imprison him, since Ida has more than one quirk, and by the way to the hospital since they are losing blood. I hope he is happy for what you did. Vados, let's go, love, carrying Eri. Izuku, yes, love, and I'm not Midoriya, I am a son, teleporting, leaving only the heroes and an All Might destroyed since he was deceived again. Endeavor, we have you, damn brat, grabbing Ida, taking him to the patrol car. Chapter 18. Black Izuku's Revenge vs. Izuku. Narrator. After Ida was discovered by Izuku and Gohan, the UA fell in popularity, and some always complained about the poor security it had, calling it the worst hero school in the world. And these days something happened. Flashback. We see Izuku in a sermon since they promoted Mirko, Ryukyu and MT Lady, since Mirko was number, Ryukyu and MT Lady, and Izuku and Midnight were sitting there. Gohan, I don't know why they invite me to these events. Curious. Izuku, calm down. Uncle Gohan, at least you are recognized as the first Saiyan hero. Smiling. Gohan, yes, and you are Saiyan. Smiling. Presenter. And the 10th place in the top of heroes is for the hero of all and friend of all, Saiyan, said happily Gohan. What happy Inko? Go brother. So Gohan goes up and passes him the microphone. Gohan, well, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. One promise that I will never give up on anything and continue forward to save everyone forever, he said happily, making everyone applaud for those words. And a flashback. Since that day, Saiyan was very popular everywhere, and Saiyan always caught the bad guys all day. And in those days the crime rate had dropped a large number before it was, and now a large number that had never been seen before. And these days Ida was taken to Tartarus, and they put an anti-quirk collar on him, and he was received by the inmates, since he was always beaten by all the inmates including Stain and Muscular, since they were super upset with Ida. And what is our yellow hair doing now? POV Izuku. Izuku was meditating on some rocks, super calm, but in reality he was talking to his great-grandparents, core of one for all Jain. Seriously, Izuku, did you meet Broly? Surprised, since Izuku told her that he met Broly. Izuku, yes, but in the end he became good, and now he considers me his brother. Well, that's something good, said smiling Bardock. How strange, since on planet Vegeta, King Vegeta sent him to what they will eliminate him from the planet by sending him to another planet, but his father looked for him. Wow, it's incredible that you will survive him, since his Ka is something brutal and very big. Izuku, either do I know Jain. And tell me, Izuku, do you already think to do since lately you are training too much? Are you okay, son? A little worried. Izuku, yes, since I feel after the death of All for One, Shigaraki would try to kill me or kill someone in my family. That's why I was always training day and night. Also, I have informed, thanks to the hero Hawk, that there is like a group of villains that are 1,000 or less, I think 1,000 villains, and that's why he trained. Bardock, but why don't you use your monkey form, since that may make you very useful, since I feel that those 1,000 may have great quirks than I imagined and more. Shigaraki, Jain, yes, but at least my grandson has the ultra instinct like his mother and grandfather, said happily. Izuku, yes, but I feel that I need to train more, since Shigaraki, I feel that he may have more than one quirk. Bardock, You're right, Izuku, but he keeps quiet. Jin, what's wrong, love? Bardock, Izuku, someone is coming full speed. Asia, you Izuku. Jin, son, wake up quickly, he said worriedly. Outside the core of One for All, Izuku wakes up and sees someone flying. He grabbed him and punched him, sending him super far, crashing into some mountains. And the guy grabs him and takes him to the sea, where he throws him, making a big wave. Izuku, who is activating the Super Saiyan God phase red. Black, Izuku, you damn bastard, said furious Izuku. Black, surprised, flying, grabbed him. Black, Izuku, that's right, idiot, I came because you killed what I loved most in the world. Furious, taking off his mask, revealing that he had a huge scar on his right eye and he had no eye. Izuku, but how could you if Zeno-sama ended your planet? Surprised. Black, Izuku, I escaped super fast and I was wandering through space until I discovered that you lived on Earth. Super angry. Izuku, listen, it's not my fault that you're bad and the others all died. Seriously. Black, Izuku, bucking imbecile, my loved ones, my loves are dead. Furious and shedding tears for his loved ones. Izuku, I know it hurts you, but at least they are in a better place because I feel like you would be a bad boyfriend and husband. Black, Izuku, shut up. Why? Rumi, there, my bunny must be hurt. Ryuko, my little dragon, there we go. Vados, let's go. Bulma, accelerate. Bulma, that's what I do. There we go, son. So they arrive and hide in some trees with Izuku. Izuku and Black Izuku, they continued hitting everyone until a strong blow sends them both away. Izuku, I'll finish you off, damn it, and send you with your girlfriend, said angrily. Black Izuku, along with that brat, Eri said mockingly. Izuku, what do you mean, Eri? Black Izuku, you know, in my world we had a daughter, me and my girlfriends, but you know we always experimented with her since her rejuvenation was surprising and very miraculous. And one day Eri escaped and went to tell the stupid Gohan, and that's why they are already dead. And look, a reminder of that brat taking out a necklace that had Eri's horn. That shocked Izuku, who shed some tears since his daughter was dead and just bowed his head, and her ka had increased too much. Bulma, it can't be seeing it through the radar, and the radar exploded. Nemuri, what's happening? Bulma, her ka is increasing too much. Vados, how shocked. Black Izuku, what's happening, idiot? Just idiots to cry, nothing more. Those are what a weak always makes cry for those change, said shamelessly. Izuku, T. Mater, transforming into a motorcycle, and grabs Black Izuku and begins to whip him with the water, making a big hole, but Black Izuku gets out and would throw a huge ball of ka, but Izuku did not stop him and begins to hit Black, making the earth shake. And Black Izuku tried to do something, but Izuku's fury was super big that nobody could stop him, and Izuku kept hitting him, and Empty Lady becomes giant. Empty Lady, now Nemuri, grabbing Izuku. Worse, Izuku takes it away and would throw a strong blow to Black Izuku that makes a big tremor, and Izuku kept hitting Black Izuku until a big ball of ka kills him, thus killing Black Izuku. And Izuku was but midnight would take out a huge cloud of her aroma, making Izuku mono faint. Empty Lady, already, my love, calm down, you already killed him by giving him a kiss. Meanwhile in hell, Black Mirko, Buck, I'm bored. Black Midnight, I'm already tired of masturbating and not feel the heeness of my beloved. Black Ryukyu, I miss my Izuku. Black Empty Lady, how I wish to have the rich heeness of my Izuku. Black Izuku, my loves entering hell and throwing themselves on their girlfriends. Girls, my love, they said in love and giving many kisses to Izuku. Black Izuku, I miss you, my loves. Black Mirko, we are the same bunny. Black Midnight, and now touching Izuku's heeness. Black Empty Lady, we were wanting you to make us your women. Black Ryukyu, and we will not stop until we are satisfied, dragging Izuku, taking him to a part of hell where Frieza was. Black Izuku, wait for this. When I was wandering through the universe, he said, smiling. Chapter 19, Izuku vs. Shigaraki. Narrator. Days would pass in which everyone could not believe that a student of the UA, the best of his class, had always been the traitor of the UA. This caused the reputation of Ida's family to fall, and these days the UA fell a little in its reputation, since due to the great confection of Ida the school fell a little in its reputation, and now it was called the worst school in the world. And these days Izuku and the others were prepared for the war that was going to cease, since he knew that a war between heroes and villains would open. Luckily, Bills, Kampa and Broly are going to help them, along with Kappa, Clausa, Kale, Frost, and Hit. Since Kampa was in debt to Izuku, that's why he was going to help him. And these days everyone was super prepared for the war between villains and heroes, since they might not get out of there alive, but thanks to the Saiyan family they could defeat almost all the villains. And these days Uraraka was super fed up that because of Izuku's girls lost her yellow hair, that's why she was super upset with them, and tried everything to get him back with her, but Izuku always ignored her. But Uraraka didn't give up and continued every day and every night, and on this day Izuku trained his Ka to the maximum since the war was coming. That's why he always trained day and night to be able to defeat Shigaraki once and for all, and these days Shigaraki tried everything to increase his strength since he wanted to match Izuku's strength, but it was useless, since he was like a god and like the family are, but he was always experienced since he wanted more power to kill Izuku once and for all. And what does our yellow hair do now? Narrator. All the heroes were ready for war while they were prepared for everything. Izuku, get ready. Inko. Well son, we only have one goal. Killing Shigaraki would be activating the Ultra Instinct. Piccolo. Let's not let our guard down for anything. They are like villains and we are like Goku. Then we must use all our Ka, everything we have saved. We cannot lose for anything in the world, and let's try seriously. Izuku. Fine, but there is a problem. Gigantomachia is the biggest of all, and I will be super busy with Shigaraki. Vegeta. Ha, Gigantomachia, I myself will defeat him because I am the Saiyan Prince, and you are the one who is going to be my successor, said half smiling. At that Kampa, Bill and Whis arrive. Whis, hello causes. Izuku, causes means friends in Peruvian. Whis, that's why hello causes. Bills, well, when are we going to start since I'm bored and I want to kill someone tired? Kappa, hello bro, hugging Izuku. Izuku, hello bro, finally arrived. We are not ready yet, we need the signal. Caulifla, I hope they are good fighters. Kale, but if I got out of control with fear. Caulifla, calm down sister, I will be here with you, said smiling. Mirko, well love, let's go for Shigaraki and we will kill him, but see that Izuku was a little sad. Empty lady, what's wrong love? Izuku, I tried to help Shigaraki and I wanted him to change since maybe he would be a new person, a little sad. Vados, calm down love, I know he is super corrupted, but calm down, all his suffering will end today. Midnight, yes love, maybe he is beyond repair, but you tried to help him, smiling. Ryukyu, maybe with that we can free him from his suffering by giving him a kiss like that all. Izuku, thank you my loves. Hawks, well it's now or never, we are starting to fly. Bills, I hope it's not a fight, something boring. Izuku, Aizawa-sensei, Monoma, go as far away as possible so that Shigaraki doesn't catch you both. Aizawa-sensei, whatever he does, don't blink for anything in the world, and Monoma, don't blink for anything in the world. Monoma, if it's okay. Aizawa, let's get out of here. So everyone went to the big mansion where Krillin makes a big ball of Ka that destroys the place. Bills, hello everyone. Redestro, that again, you have annoyed me by making your energy grow, becoming strong. Bills, well, let this start by making a huge ball of Ka that sends everyone flying. Tenshinhan, but what? Krillin, Mr. Bills, what are you doing? Bills, at least finish with. Yes, but there are more. Caulifla, let's start this by transforming into Super Saiyan God phase, pouncing on all the villains. With Izuku. Izuku and the others were flying, trying to find Shigaraki since they did not find him in the hospital, until they saw the doctor who was taking Shigaraki in a capsule, but Goku punches him, that sends him flying. Doctor, no, damn furious, but Kappa punches him, that knocks him out. Kappa, but why did he want to take him? Hit, maybe it's because now he has a somewhat strong or important power. Mirko, wait a moment, he is not in the capsule, confused. But suddenly a great burst of blue fire collides with everyone, but a ball of Ka from Rashi sends him flying. Dabi, you've already tired of all of you. You think you're gods, but you're just damn weak and more the old man. Rashi, you just called me an old man, confused, seeing many Nomas coming out. Dabi, yes, damn anxious, making fireballs. Rashi, well you see son, I will be an old man, but I am an old man with experience, getting sucked, giving him a punch that sends him crashing against walls and began to kill some Nomas like his nothing. Izuku, wow, surprised master. Rashi, you see son, sometimes appearances are deceiving. Endeavor, son running like Dabi. Mirko, is your son surprised? Endeavor, yes, he is my son. Since I mistreated him, I made him a monster, but now he is going to pay for everything. Vados, oh I see, how sad. Ryukyu, at least you have a new opportunity to change. Endeavor, you're right, in that you hear some somewhat strong footsteps. Rashi, it's the prepared. Shigaraki, hello everyone, he said sinisterly, quickly putting his hand on the floor. Izuku, careful, grabbing everyone with their whips, and the whole place is destroyed. Broly, you've already got me fed up, miserable, no one hurts my brother, furiously pouncing on Shigaraki. Izuku, no Broly, wait. Broly, when I saw her. Broly, I'll kill you, he furiously punching Broly that breaks his nose and some part of his face, and Broly began to hit him a lot in the stomach and chest, making him bleed a lot, and Broly would throw a big ball of Ka that sends Shigaraki far away. Goku is weak. Gohan, Izuku now transforming into Super Saiyan phase as well as Izuku and Gohan, so they pounced on Shigaraki, who revives a great beating that breaks his bones a lot. Izuku would throw many smashes at Shigaraki, who could not defend himself from the blows. Izuku would throw a Kamajimaja sending Shigaraki flying, who gets up but receives a punch from Broly that sends him flying. Izuku, ready, I think that's enough, but he shuts up. Gohan, no. Goku, be careful, screaming, but they all receive large caballs, making them fall to the ground from Frieza. Frieza, I'm already fed up, they're going to give me the brat at once so that I can be a perfect being, super annoying. Shigaraki, Aoy screaming in pain and coming out of the rubble. Frieza, oh, poor thing. At that, they come out of the rubble. Izuku, Gohan, Goku and Broly. Izuku, Goku and Gohan had their Ultra Instincts and Broly had his Super Haika. Goku, you better go before I kill you again, annoying. Freezer, I'll kill you, damn idiot. When I'm done with you, I'll destroy this world of idiots to be the god I always wanted to be, super annoying. Midnight, I'm already tired of you. So the two of them rushed at each other and clashed their fists, and Inko had the Ultra Instinct activated and they all rushed at Freezer and Goku. Gohan and Izuku and Broly, they rushed at Shigaraki, but Shigaraki, they all got tired of me making their arms grow, throwing them at everyone but Izuku. This will be your end. Shigaraki making his Ka grow. Inko, oh no, with fear. Empty lady, oh my god, it is not, it is. Ryukyu, the same Ka as Broly. Vados, there, we have to stop it. At that, Izuku lunged at Shigaraki, who breaks his left arm, causing a lot of blood to come out, and Shigaraki creates another one and sends Izuku flying, and Goku punches him in the ribs that breaks them, and he would throw a large Kagola making a large crater, and Izuku punches him so hard that it made a small tremor, and Shigaraki creates a huge hug that sends everyone flying, and Izuku would throw a huge cabal making Shigaraki scream in pain until Shigaraki grabs Izuku. Shigaraki, God Hero Deku, it was a pleasure to meet you, touching Izuku, but nothing happened. Izuku, now Uncle Gohan. Gohan, Mekanka Sappo making a great Ka-wave that sends Shigaraki flying, making him fall, and Izuku gives him a big punch so hard that it goes through him, and Izuku would throw many smash so Shigaraki screams in pain and Shigaraki flies. Shigaraki, damn, super sore and vomiting blood, but he sees that Aizawa and Monoma were watching him with their quirks activated. Monoma, come on Izuku, you can, trying not to blink. Aizawa, come on my offspring, you can, looking at Shigaraki. Shigaraki, no, it can't be happening, super angry and bleeding, but his back and chest explode causing too much blood to come out. Shigaraki, what the buck, tired. Izuku, you can't even handle the all for one quirk, right? Shigaraki, no, shut up, super angry. Izuku, give up please, you're hurting yourself. Shigaraki, shut up. Aoy taking out many red whips that Izuku would dodge, but he hears a super noise and looks back and sees something that shocked him, which was that a whip pierced Inko's stomach, causing her to bleed a little. Izuku, son of a bitch, screaming super loud, activating all the one for all, the Ultra Instinct and the Ka of Broly. Inko, no, scared without feeling pain in her stomach. Rashi, I see he already reached all the power of Broly, that's why now he can't control himself. Mirko, love, stop with fear. Shigaraki, let's end this, furious. In that, the two pounced, but Izuku gives him a tremendous punch so hard that it goes through his stomach, making him vomit blood, and Izuku gives him a punch so hard that it destroys half of his face, and Izuku sends Shigaraki flying, making him scream in pain since he regenerated super slowly. Shigaraki, son of a bitch, you don't know everything that happened in my life, damn wretch, angry and in pain. Izuku, I just understood that your dad abandoned you. Shigaraki, I'm already angry, making huge arms come out that trap Izuku, but Izuku breaks them and punches him so hard that it destroys his chest. Izuku, and so you want to be the successor of all for one, how pathetic. Shigaraki, shut up, making his hands grow, but Izuku destroys him easily since now he was a powerful being, and Izuku punches him that leaves him on the floor and grabs him by the neck. Izuku, thank you very much Shigaraki. Finally I meet my entire family, and you know I'm very happy for my betrayal, he said sinisterly, giving him a strong punch that breaks his jaw. Shigaraki, you are a hellish monster, in pain and regenerating super slowly. Izuku, That I am an infernal monster. You are wrong, I am the same demon, Jajajajajajaj said sinisterly. Shigaraki. Dai making his left arm grow, and the two of them collide their fists, making a huge current of air. Izuku. I'm fed up, pouncing on Shigaraki, who was trying to defend himself, but Izuku was super fast, and in a quick movement Izuku grabs Shigaraki, sending him crashing into Freezer, and the two fall to the ground and Izuku creates a large ball of Ka. Midnight, wait, love with fear. Izuku. Goodbye Tenko Shimura. Freezer Ayaha screaming super and throwing the large ball of Ka grabbed Shigaraki and Freezer, and the two of them began to slowly disintegrate, and Shigaraki tried to use his quirks but it was no use since Monoma and Aizawa kept watching him until little by little the two slowly disintegrated. Shigaraki Freezer. News screaming super loud as the two slowly died, thus dying Shigaraki Tamura and Freezer, and thus ending the reign of evil. Thus the ball of Ka slowly faded, and only a huge hole could be seen on the ground. Izuku. Finally it's all over, super tired and falls fainted from exhaustion and falls into a nosedive, but Midnight grabs him in time. Midnight, calm down love, we're here, your girlfriends said smiling, giving him a kiss. Finally we will live in peace love, giving him another kiss. Final chapter, wedding. Narrator. We see our yellow hair sleeping peacefully until he began to wake up little by little but feels a huge weight on his legs and takes off the covers and a drop of sweat comes out since all his girlfriends had a huge silly smile and had spirals in their eyes and their faces were super blushed and semen was coming out of their bag. Ines and Ryuko was super blushed while too much semen came out and Vados was super bathed in sweat. Izuku. Good morning my loves, he said smiling, making them all wake up suddenly. And they all hug him. You, finally my love, you wake up. Rumi. Bad bunny, you left me horny and you didn't wake up. Ryuko. Little dragon, I thought you'd never open your eyes. Vados. Bad Izuku, don't fall asleep again. Namuri. Bad Izuku, bad, don't do that again, pouting. Izuku. Wait a second, how long was I asleep? You, weeks. Izuku. What happened? Vados. What happened is that you won love, you won, you achieved it love, finally it's all over, he said happily, kissing Izuku. Izuku, really? Rumi. Yes, since you killed Shigaraki and Frisia, finally we can live in peace. Ryuko. Yes love, you achieved it, and also how delicious you looked love, she said biting her lower lip just like all of them. Izuku. What are you talking about? Curious. You. Looks in the mirror biting his lip and Izuku passes by and looks in the mirror in the room and he got a big surprise since Izuku was now super drunk, how Broly had muscles on muscles and his whole body was full of hickeys. Izuku. Okay, I know I got a lot of strength but it was necessary for them to bite me and fill me with hickeys with a drop of sweat. You. Yes, now that you got super good we will mark what is ours. Namuri. Shit, how I wish I had my breasts again to make you mini Russians. Izuku. Calm down, they will grow, but how is my mom? Vados. She is super well, she did not even feel the pain, how strange mortals do feel a great pain but she does not, how strange, she just now went to take Eri to school. Namuri. Now come here my love, pulling Izuku to bed. Hour later. Rumi. Hey, I wanted to. Ryuko. I'm on this side. Vados. I'm on this side. Izuku. Calm down my loves, there's a lot for you watching your girlfriend suck it, and how you was with her mouth full of semen, and Rumi licked the tip. Izuku. And a question, how many children do we plan to have? Confused. Namuri. Boys and girls licking the tip. Izuku. It's okay, but I don't know, get out of control. Timescime week. We see Izuku watching the landscape on top of a large tree while looking at the beautiful landscape of the forest until Inko arrives. Inko. I'm here, son said smiling. Izuku. You're finally here mom, and how are you with your wound? Inko. Nothing serious, I didn't even know what they did to me this hurt, nor did I it hurt anyway. Why did you call me son, she said curiously and drinking water. Izuku. Well, it's that I wanted you to give me some advice. To be a good husband to my wives, he said smiling, making Inko spit out all the water. Inko. What? Support her at all times, always. Be with her through thick and thin. Always be attentive to her. Never make her feel sad. And the most important, love her forever. Inko. Well son, these are all the advice I give you, said smiling Izuku. Thanks mom. The next day we see Izuku in front of an open jewelry store since he was going to buy the rings. Izuku. Well, it's now or never, entering quietly, seeing the store that had many beautiful and precious rings. Jeweler. Good morning young man, how can I help you? Izuku. Good morning, I was looking for some rings where the name appears in the middle. Jeweler. I see, wait here young man, I'll see in the warehouse. Izuku. Okay, thanks. Minutes later the jeweler arrived with a large box where she opens it, showing many beautiful rings, but Izuku is happy since he found some rings with the name of their loved ones. Izuku. I want those, jeweler. Oh, I see you are the godfather of the rings, Izuku. They are not for my loved one, said calmly Jeweler. I told you this child will never die. Jeweler, I'm sure your loved ones will like it a lot. Izuku, yes, you're right. So Izuku paid for the rings. It wasn't much, just about 1,000 yen, and Izuku was thinking when and where to confess. Time's gone weeks. We see Izuku sitting on a bench in a park watching the other families having a great time, and Izuku began to imagine his life with his children having a good time, making him smile, but some hands cover his eyes. Girls, who are we? Izuku, let me guess, some beautiful girls that I love with my soul, each one, and I will never have favorites, since I love each one of you. Girls, they're how romantic, giving each one a kiss. Rumi, and why did you call us here, love? Izuku, well, it's because I want to walk with you a little and spend a moment with my loved ones, said smiling Namiri. Then let's go, love, taking Izuku's hand equally forward, and everyone began to walk. Ryuko, and how will we tell him with fear? You, calm down, I feel that he will react very well and take it well. Namiri, I'm a little scared. Rumi, calm down, girls, he will take it super well, I swear, smiling. Namiri, God, that day we will never forget, all said smiling. Flashback. We see the girls in their room together with Eri watching a movie. Tangled, they are eating popcorn until Namiri grabs her mouth tightly. Rumi, what's wrong, Namiri? Eri, Mom, are you okay? You, what's wrong, Namiri? At that, Namiri runs to the bathroom where she begins to vomit a lot until it ended, and everyone comes in. Rumi, what's wrong, Namiri? Namiri, I don't know, suddenly I started to feel bad, that's why I threw up. You, she won't be surprised. Namiri, do you think so? Rumi, go take the test, take a pregnancy test. Namiri, it's okay. Minutes later, we see everyone waiting. You, look, daughter, Mom, something is wrong with her, and we together are love and your father, we are going to support her in everything. Eri, yes, Mom. At that, Namiri comes out of the bathroom crying with happiness. Rumi, what's wrong? Namiri worried, but everyone sees that Namiri raises the pregnancy test, revealing a positive. Namiri, I'm pregnant, she said happily and crying more. All, what are screaming happily, and everyone hugs Namiri. Rumi, congratulations, Namiri, you are now pregnant. Vados, congratulations, Namiri, you're a mom now. You, congratulations, Namiri, for getting pregnant. Ryuko, congratulations, you're a mom now, they said happily. Namiri, it's the best day of my life, I'm pregnant, I'm going to have a baby, crying with happiness, and kissing each one and more. Eri, Mom, you're going to have a happy baby. Namiri, yes, daughter, here is your little brother inside, and in months you're going to meet him in person, she said happily, pointing to her belly. You, wait, starting to feel nauseous. Vados, I feel bad too. Ryuko, I'm dizzy too. Rumi, me too. Running to the bathroom where they start vomiting a lot until they finished. Rumi, there, my God, I think you're happy. You, wait, we still don't know if we're pregnant, first let's take a pregnancy test. Vados, how is it done? Ryuko, I'll explain to you. Minutes later. Vados, yes, I'll have a baby. Rumi, yes, I'm pregnant. You, yes, I'll have a little angel. Ryuko, yes, we're all pregnant, they said happily and crying with happiness since they took the pregnancy test and all came out positive. Eri, does that mean I'm going to have many brothers, she said happily. Girls, yes, daughter, yes, hugging Eri. Eri, yes, I'm going to have many brothers, she said happily, hugging the girls. End of flashback. Izuku, hey, something's wrong, my love's a little worried. Rumi, no, love, nothing's wrong. Izuku, well then let's go. So they went to the ice cream where they ordered some and went to the swings where they sit and began to talk about how they met, and how now they were happy, and how they faced many things, and how now they could live happily without anyone interfering in their love, making the girls shed some tears. That was the whole day until night fell. Izuku, well girls, let's go home because Eri should be waiting for us. Namiri, that's true. You, hey, you die seeing the sky, seeing the snow falling. Vados, oh, it's already December 1st, it's already Christmas. Rumi, yes, it's true. Ryuko, very soon it will be Christmas. Izuku, Merry Christmas in advance, my loves, giving a kiss to each one. Namiri, well, let's go. So our couple walked calmly through the park while it was snowing, but Izuku stops in his tracks. Vados, what's happening, love, curious. Izuku, you know, my loves, in this month that we have been dating have been wonderful since I realized that you truly love me and that you love me too much to the point that you always fight for me, and we have always faced many enemies, and thanks to our love we are here. You are the most beautiful that I had. I do not know what would happen without you. You are my sea, my sun, my moon. You are the most perfect thing in the world that I love most in the world, like that. Hey, I want to ask you this, girls. And what is Izuku, blushing since Izuku was kneeling, and takes out rings. Izuku, Namiri Kiyama, Yu Takayama, Rumi Yusujiyama, Ryuko Tatsuma and Vados want to marry me, he said, smiling and blushing. At that, all the girls burst into a great cry of happiness, since they had been waiting for this moment in their lives. Girls, yes, I accept, screaming super happy and crying with happiness, and hug Izuku very tightly, and then give him lots of kisses on the face with lots of love. Girls, this is the best day of our lives, they said, crying with happiness. Nemuri. But Izuku, there is something we all have to tell you. Izuku, that is love. Girls, we are pregnant, they said, happy, making that Izuku was very surprised and starts to cry with happiness and hugs his girlfriends. Izuku, oh thank you my loves, thank you for making me the happiest man in the world, I love you my loves. Girls, we love you Izuku. Izuku. And I love you all, giving each one a kiss. Time weeks. Narrator. We see all the guests arriving at the party where everyone enters. Guard. Excuse me, what is your name? Stanley. I'm Stanley, I'm on the list. Guard. Or if you are on the list, excuse me, can you come in? Stanley. Thank you very much, coming in. With Izuku. Izuku was at the altar super nervous and super worried and sweating profusely since his girlfriends didn't arrive, but he receives a snub from Bakugo. Bakugo. Control yourself, nerd. Izuku. How do you want me to get if they don't come? Todoroki. It's only been minutes since we arrived. Momo. Calm down, they are going to arrive. Boma. The brides are coming, 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 screaming super happy. In that too, see the brides arriving with their beautiful and expensive dresses, while Eri and Ban threw white petals at the girls' feet, while Izuku was super blushed by the beauty that their girlfriends and girls look at Izuku and remembered all the times they would hold him, blush more when they held the love and arrive with Izuku, and all take Izuku's hands to calm him down a little and then look at the father. Father. Dear brothers, we are gathered here to witness the union between Izuku Midoriya and Nemuri Kiyama, Yutakiyama, Rumi Usujiyama, Ryuko Tatsuma and Vados. So passing everything that happens, that I do not know the truth, know what happens at weddings, since I have never gone in life, I do not know what happens. Let's continue. Father. Very well, now Izuku Midoriya will say his vows, looking at Izuku. Izuku. I, Izuku Midoriya, promise to be faithful to you in everything and support you in everything and always be with you in good times and bad and always be with you forever, and I promise that I will never abandon you. I promise to protect you. Now my family will take care of my children and you, and I promise to make you smile for life, he said, smiling even though it seemed like he wanted to cry. Father, it's still your turn, seeing all. Girls, we promise to be the best wives, friends and lovers of yours, because we feel very happy that you will be our husband, and we promise to be with you in good times and bad. We promise to always be faithful to you in everything, and we will take care of our children, and we will cook for you since we are super happy that you are our husband, and we promise to always make you smile forever, she said, crying with happiness, and Izuku takes the hands of his loved ones to calm them down a bit. Father. Well, by the power that has been given to me and in the eyes of God, I declare you husband and wife. You can now kiss the brides. At that, they all throw themselves at Izuku, where they begin to kiss him very lovingly, while everyone they applauded the beautiful moment the couple was experiencing. So everyone went to the big party where they arrived, and everyone had a great time at the big party except Uraraka, who was outside crying inconsolably outside the hall because she lost the love of her life forever. At that point, the girls go up on stage and take the microphone. Ryuko. Hello everyone, attention please. Nemuri. Today I want to dedicate a song to the person we all love. Rumi. Enjoy this song. Love. Ryuko. This song means all the love we feel for our love. Vados. Enjoy it. Love. So they began to sing. I really like this song. So finishing singing, making everyone clap, and Izuku gets on. Izuku. Thank you my loves, I also have a song for you. So starting to sing. True Dragon Ball fans, listen to this song. All. There, thank you my love for this beautiful song, they said happily, giving Izuku lots of kisses. Izuku, I love you my loves. Girls. And us too, giving Izuku a kiss while everyone applauded. Months in. These months the girls' bellies had grown too much, and the girls were super happy that their babies were finally going to be born, and in these months Izuku had to endure all the mood swings his wives had, since he had become bipolar during pregnancy, since sometimes they were sad, happy, and if he made them angry they turned into the same demon, and Izuku had to sleep for months on the couch since he made them angry. And so did Izuku. She endured all the midnight cravings, and sometimes she wouldn't sleep to take care of her, and she had to endure that because she loved them very much, but that day her children would be born. Narrator. We see the girls in the living room of Milk's house. Bulma, what time is Whis coming? We've been waiting for him for a long time and a little bored. Then Whis arrives. Whis, very well, are you ready to have a baby? Girls, yes, we're ready, they said smiling. Whis, good. Who will be the first? Namuri, me, I said excitedly. Whis, how about all of them at the same time? Vados, yes, but do it quickly, I want to have you now, my baby, she said excitedly. Whis, she is moving her staff, bringing out a shine in the bellies of the girls. At that, some spheres come out revealing clones of Izuku, one the same as Izuku, one brunette, one blonde, and some with blue skin, and the other boy was a clone of Ryuko, making everyone cry with happiness at finally having their children. Namuri, they're my beautiful baby, you are here with me. Rumi, look, everyone has my ears. Vegeta, I don't even want to know why you have your ears. Vados, it doesn't matter, he's just as handsome as his father, smiling. Namuri, hello Goku Jr., welcome to the world, I will love you and your brothers forever, he said smiling, bringing tears to your eyes. Goku, wow, he has my name, how good, that way he will be a great Saiyan like me, he said happily. Rumi, hello Mario, welcome to the world, I will love you forever just like your brothers, he said smiling, bringing tears to your eyes. You, hello Naruto, welcome to the world, I will love you forever my love, and to your brothers, he said smiling. Ryuko, hello Sasuke, welcome to the world, I will love you forever, you and your brothers, he said smiling, bringing tears to your eyes. Vados, hello Bardock, welcome to world, I will love you forever, you and your brothers, said smiling, shedding tears. Namuri, come Izuku, come meet Goku, Mario, Naruto, Sasuke and Bardock, she said happily, and they all give their children to Izuku. Izuku, wow, they are just like me and Sasuke looks like you, Ryuko, surprised, bringing tears to eyes. Rumi, and look, they all have my bunny ears and my tail. Izuku, it's the best day of my life. Hello Goku, Mario, Naruto, Sasuke and Bardock, am I your dad? I will always love you forever, my champion, said smiling, bringing tears to eyes. Eri, dad, I want to meet you too, pouting. Rumi, yes daughter, carrying Eri so she could see them. Eri, hello little brothers, I am your older sister, and we will be best friends forever, she said happily, bringing a smile to everyone. Time skimed several years. In these years, Izuku became the symbol of peace for the entire world and universe. Now he was a supreme god for everyone, and in these years Izuku bought a big mansion for his family since he had had more sons, or rather daughters, since Izuku fulfilled the girls Izumi, daughter of Namuri, Sakura, daughter of Yu, Jin, daughter of Rumi, Inko Jr., daughter of Ryuko, Bulma Jr., daughter of Vados, all had the rabbit features of Rumi, her ears and her tail, don't ask me why, and the girls stopped being heroines for their sons and were happy to be their mothers, and this year crime dropped to there were no longer too many villains like before, all thanks to Izuku, who helped everyone with a big smile. And this year All Might lived with the guilt and sadness that his son never forgave him, and Uraraka had a son with Ida but abandoned him to get Izuku back, but luckily Uraraka's child now lived with Ida's family. They now lived a normal and happy life. Uraraka always tried everything to get Izuku and Eri back by sending false evidence that Izuku was her husband and the girls her lovers, making everyone hate him, and once Uraraka kidnapped Eri to take her away, but thanks to the girls she is now in Tartarus. While she was in Tartarus, she sent letters with false information that Izuku was her husband, until one day she had to accept the sad reality she had lost Izuku forever and would never get him back, and Izuku had a good time with his family. Now everything was happiness for our yellow-haired boy, and what do they do now? Narrator. Izuku was arriving at his big mansion where he enters, but two little ones run out and hug his legs tightly. Renee, hello daddy, you're finally here. Rocio, you're finally here daddy, they said happily, and Izuku picks them up. Izuku, hello my little ones, hugging his children tightly. Girls, welcome home darling. Izuku, hello my loves, giving each one a kiss. Take this, a flower for another beautiful flower, giving a bouquet of roses to his wives. Rumi, their love, you are very beautiful. You shouldn't have bothered, love, giving her a kiss. Izuku, that's what they deserve and more. Vados, thank you very much love. Namuri, well, let's go have dinner, you must be tired. Izuku, no, I prefer to wait for my children, and by the way, where are they? Ryuko, they won't be long from the UA. Izumi, mom's dad, we're here, entering the oldest children. Izuku, girls, hello children, my babies, they said smiling, and the girls give each one a kiss. Izuku, girls, how did it go? Sakura, it went well for us mom's dad. Eri, mom's dad, Bardock already has a girlfriend. Izuku, girls, how seriously surprised and happy. Inko Jr., yes, and they left a kiss in front of us. Jin, yes, now the two are boyfriends. Bulma, wow brother, you already have a girlfriend, and it's Komi-san, they said happily. Bardock, Yes, since I knew that Komi-san was super in love with me, so I met her behind the school and now we're boyfriends, said smiling. Izuku, that's my son, you fill me with pride, you're a man already, you were already a man, now that you have a girlfriend he was more of a man, said smiling. Naruto, really you are boyfriends, confused. Sakura, that you didn't even see we were hiding. Namiri, congratulations son, you're a man now, you're a man. You, that's my son, you fill me with pride. Rumi, finally. Bardock, finally you're a man. Ryuko, congratulations on your relationship son. Vados, congratulations son, you're a man now like your brothers. Goku Jr. has Katsumi, Mario has Marin, Naruto has Yuzaki, Sasuke has Nagatoro. Boys, welcome to the club brother, they said smiling. Izuku, and when are you going to invite her to the house to welcome her to the family? He said smiling. Bardock, tomorrow, he said smiling. Girls, well then let's have dinner because the food is getting cold. Everyone, okay mom's loves. So everyone went to the table while everyone talked about Bardock and Komi-san's relationship, and finally everything was happiness for our yellow-haired boy, and finally the family lived in peace and happiness, and they lived happily ever after.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.